All right, so we're going to be trying out Risus. It's a role-playing game system, and we're doing an improv game. We all added one detail until we had this sort of background. This is going to be 1920s vodka western taking place in the Russian tundra, where there's little towns where people get drunk, and there's iron mines, and communist armies are running around liberating small towns, and capitalists have sent mechs back in time to stop the Soviet Revolution from ever happening. Now, however, there is hope for the world because someone sent back in time a rogue mech to stop this, right?
They didn't really want me to come, but I came anyways.
Or did you defect when you get there? Tell us your story, T7732.
They didn't know I was sent back also. They tried to throw me back in the pile with the rejects, but I snuck into the teleporter. And here I am in the past.
Wow.
So
is there some sort of...
You just got like a Bernie Sanders, what is it?
Kill the bird.
You know, the little things you put on your truck? Bumper stickers.
Who has it on their back?
I mean, it's Moody Teen,
and
you're fighting for the communists.
Right.
Oh my God.
Okay, great. So there's some sort. You're telling me that there's some facility where there's a teleporter to the future.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, scary. Okay, and they're sending mechs through it. Wow. So, everybody else, please introduce your characters. Who will we be playing today?
Hello, my name is Dr. Gersh. For a very long time, I worked as a simple bureaucrat before everything went crazy. However, once the World War I started, I signed up as any good Russian would do. And while I was there, they quickly found a use for me in science and figuring out sciencey stuff. And so I was withdrawn from the front after 3 years of long fighting and developed sciencey stuff to help. It never actually got used, but hey, now I have a large supply and knowledge of theoretical physicists and stuff.
You didn't help build anything?
Not to actually succeed during the war, but I do have a number of prototypes on me.
What was your team working on building?
The big thing we were working on building was building a long-distance freeze ray.
Wow.
We never succeeded in the long-distance part.
How would you know if it worked? You're in Russia. Everything's frozen.
You see, we power it based off the latent cold in the area, so it runs very much like modern, very much like a conceptual refrigerator that I've heard from America. The reason we made it is because while in action, it actually heats up the area around it because it's drawing in all the cold. That is logical in physics, right? Drawing in cold.
Right.
Anyways,
you draw in the cold and then you fire it somewhere else where you don't need it.
Exactly. And it is so easy to use in Russia because it is freezing everywhere.
Wonderful.
Abundant fuel supply.
And what was your name again?
Dr. Gersh. Yuri
Dr.
Gersh.
Gersh. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. 1 second.
I am the narrator of this tale. You guys can totally hear my voice, and you don't think there's anything weird about it.
Right.
Uh-huh.
The power of the narrator is that I can talk and and break the fourth wall without anybody recognizing it.
Of course.
So, who'd like to introduce themselves next? The 3 heroes that will stop, the 4 heroes that will stop the mech revolution.
I guess I'll go. My name is Boris. I am certainly not an undead lich lord come back from the dead in the body of old Rasputin. I am certainly not going to enslave humanity and raise an army of undead vampire for my harem. I also love to drink vodka.
Okay, so you're not Rasputin. You've just stolen his body.
He is 100% definitely not Rasputin.
No, not Rasputin.
And you're not a lich.
No, definitely not.
But you are a drunkard.
I also love mayonnaise.
So following that logic, you're non-alcoholic?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, and it's just torturing you because you can't actually get drunk anymore.
Yes, mayonnaise is my only respite now.
Okay, great. And the last hero,
Hi, I'm Ivan
a true
Novitsky.
member of the Communist Party.
I'm Ivan Novitsky, and I'm a blacksmith and an organizer of and a soldier of the revolution.
Cool. So you're you know people, right? That's kind
Yeah,
of a part of helping to organize stuff.
Yeah, I know all the workers all over the place.
Cool. You got a lot of connections in the Red Army.
Uh-huh.
All
Would
right.
you make out of character preemptive vote to make that guy that just spoke the unofficial team leader?
Sounds like a reasonable, well put together person.
And what is your name? Ivan, right?
Yeah, I'm Ivan Novitsky.
Ivan Novitsky. All right.
Sounds like true Slav.
All right. So I think a great entry point for this to start is T7732's escape.
Oh, right.
So you look like all the other robots, right? And you
I
snuck
sure do.
through.
Won't
But,
be that way for long, but right now, yes, I do.
but once they set you out on patrol around the building, the big government building where they're bringing in all this future technology, that's when you know it was time for you to take advantage of your other plans. Isn't that right?
It sure is.
So where did you go?
Well, I don't understand these robots' motives, but one thing I know for sure is that if they're doing something, I want to do the exact opposite. So I hightail it out of there, fly right out the window. I will not be part of a crowd. I'm not going to fit in.
Yeah, so this giant mech is striding across the cold, frozen western tundra, right?
You know it.
And you come across this, you see in the distance a town. It's, everything's made out of wood, and there's lots of fur on all of the, decorated around. Do they have horses? Or was it too cold?
Yeah,
Pretty sure they have. Nah, it's way too cold. They must have had dire wolves. So,
I don't know what these are. I thought animals went extinct. I have never seen a living thing in my life. I've only been alive for 2 years.
Wolves tied up, there's a trough for water, but water would freeze at these temperatures. So it's filled with vodka. And some of the wolves are just lapping it up. You hear quite a bit of music outside. Inside there's a building with lots of lights, and you hear people talking and shouting at each other. Do you want to go in?
Yes, I enter the tavern.
All right. Well, how tall are you?
I am 7 feet tall. That's what the first 7 in my name stands for.
Okay. And you're big enough for someone to ride and sit inside you too.
Yes, but I'm a compact version.
I see. All right. So let's see. So Ivan, you are at the bar. You know, you're done with you're taking a break right now, and you're chatting to with your two good friends. You've got Doctor, what is it?
Gersh.
Dr. Gersh, the scientist, and who's your other friend?
Boris.
Boris. Boris, who looks remarkably like Rasputin, only his skin is green. So you're hanging out around the bar. What are you talking about?
And that is why theoretical particles are almost 100% non-theoretical.
Makes sense. Oh,
And
what use is it to the revolution?
I
tell you what use to the
there is
revolution.
very much use in theoretical particles. For one thing, supposing you could take a particle and smash it together in a big boom, it would be very good and useful.
But can particle make vodka?
I mean,
Then
I
it's
could
no
probably
good.
synthesize
It's no
something
good.
that tastes relatively like vodka given time, but not with theoretical particles, no.
It's no good, comrade.
These people they have no use for real, true science.
What the people have use for is what's good for the people in the revolution.
And vodka.
as you bicker, you hear this huge crashing noise.
I
You
don't
all
use the door, I
turn.
knock it down.
As a giant mech walks through the you know those double swing doors that are always on saloons?
Uh-huh.
Well, this robot's a little bit too wide, and they both just bust off their hinges and go off flying, smacking some innocent patron in the face. There's a mech-shaped hole in the wall. What does this mech look like? Can you describe?
Well, it's 7 feet tall by 7 feet wide, solid gray all over. Looks a lot like a cube.
With legs and arms?
Indeed. And a notch in top where technically a pilot could be, but I am artificial intelligence, so I don't need a pilot.
What kind of weapons is this thing sporting?
Um,
It doesn't have to have any.
No, it does. It does indeed have its own arsenal. Not that I use it much. In fact, it's possible I don't even know because I'm so new.
Mm-hmm. And maybe you can transform your arms into weapons.
Most likely. It's definitely got the standard ammunition, though.
Right. So a robot busts in. Go ahead.
Yo, who wants to help me beat up my owners?
I see. So this is one of the good mechs. You're on the side of the people?
The
I'm
barman
against them,
stands
that's
up and
what that
says,
means.
hey, we don't want any trouble, officer. Listen, I pay my taxes. I'm not harboring any communists here.
I ain't one of them officers. I'm against them.
You are? I mean,
I hate those guys.
What do you mean you paid your taxes? I didn't see the correct forms. Did you pay them all?
yes,
And we're all
yes.
communists. Or
You know how it's been for the past 2 weeks. Suddenly these giant robots, these mechs come by, and they're telling us that they cost a lot, and they raised everyone's taxes, and they said if you didn't pay, well, they'd run you down.
Hey, I know, and I just take out
Have you seen the haircut shop across the street? And you look, and where there should be a shop, there's just a lot of broken down wood in a neat little pile. A lot of it's blackened and burned.
That is haircut shop?
It was the haircut shop, but they missed a payment. and some mech just came by and crushed it all, just walked right all over it. It was horrible.
I'm not
easy to
here to
miss
arrest
payments.
you
I have-
guys, I promise.
Typical,
You see here, and
typical
I just
dirty capitalists.
pull out
So,
from
appreciate it.
just sitting on the floor next to me, just this gigantic book that's like 7 inches thick. I am still getting used to their new tax code they are trying to impose.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's that's the worst part about it is I have to hire someone to help me do my taxes, so it's even more expensive.
He's not even paying me all that much.
I'm surprised you do it yourself.
I used to be amateur bureaucrat. I know way around paperwork.
All right.
You'd be surprised how hard it is to requisition parts for this. And they just bring out this big freeze ray.
What is that thing?
Allow me to demonstrate.
Yes, please. I'm much more interested in that strange object than the mech that's walked into my bar. Please do go on.
Bartender, get me a nice warm drink.
All right.
It's gonna be
All
hard.
right.
to
I'm
find that
taking
in
down.
Russia.
I got here. Vodka straight off the warmer. Do you know how we keep drinks warm around here?
Not actually, no.
Well, I'll let you in on a secret since you're showing me something neat. My wife wraps herself up in warm furs, and I just have her lay on top of all the drinks I want to keep warm.
Makes lots of sense.
Hmm.
Observe.
Pure common sense.
Drink is now cold.
Okay.
No. Now
Wow,
about
that's
your
amazing.
Wife, comrade.
But where did all the cold go?
Touch. But make certain you only touch
The bartender
non-metal
reaches
parts.
over and he touches the end part and he screams in agony and he tries to pull back. Ow! Oh, it's so cold! My hand stuck to it. What is this?
Maybe I shouldn't let non...
Pour the vodka on it.
Vodka is cold now!
Then get my wife.
Don't
Hey!
worry, I'll
in the
get
back.
your wife.
This hurts so much.
Boris goes up and then finds.
This large woman comes up. Yes. What
Don't
is?
worry, we need you
what
at the
is
back. We need you at the back.
Oh, husband? What has happened to you? My hand, it's stuck to this. I need something hot and warm to take it off. She's like, I understand, and she takes him to the bathroom. Right. Well, while they're taking care of that, they obviously take your amazing cold weapon with them.
Wait, who's taking my cold weapon?
Well, the man goes with his wife into the bathroom so that way she can spray something warm on his hand so he can get it unstuck
Got it.
from your cold cannon.
I'm just going to be standing outside the bathroom until they come back out.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody's still staring at the mech for the most part.
So, you're a mech, huh? How's that working out for you, comrade?
You looking at me?
You're
Hey.
the only mech here.
Hey. This big burly guy stands up, one of the patrons. He's got a mug of vodka and says, "Hey, how do I know that you're not lying? How do we know that you're really not a bureaucrat servant, huh?"
Okay, I don't understand the politics behind this at all, but there are only two things that I know for sure. One, I hate each and every single one of the other mechs. And two, I just want to get back to the future. Shouldn't have told you that. Whoops.
What?
Okay.
The
The
future.
mechs come from the future?
Forget I said that. Hey, you, scientist guy.
You mean on the road? Can barely hear you.
I turned my speakers to full volume. Can you hear me now?
Oh, that is loud!
You seem like a good
Yes, I
scientist.
can
Will
hear
you join
you.
my
Goodness
cause?
gracious. What did you want?
You seem like a talented scientist, and I want you to join.
Got it! Turn your speakers down!
Okay, I walk over.
Ay! My poor eardrums! I can only imagine what everyone else is like.
What did you say, Yuri? I can't hear you.
You know, that might have just been shell shock coming back. Never mind. What
What?
did you say? Yes? You were
Stanislav,
saying?
was it? You're a
Yeah.
scientist, right?
No, Gersh. Stanislav is middle name. I
All
go
right,
by Dr.
whatever.
Gersh.
Wait, what?
I changed my name.
What's your name?
Dr. Gersh.
Dr. Gerf?
Gersh.
Want to
Gerf.
spell that into the chat?
Gersh.
Interesting. I hate to admit it, but I need your help. If I'm not fighting with those guys, that means that I don't have a power source, and I need the help of a scientist. Are you all right?
Oh, of course, I'm alright. Of course, I will need to take a look at the internal working stuff like that. Try and figure out how, and then we should be fine.
All right, whatever that means.
So, do you know how you get your energy?
Yes, electricity.
Well, I have not seen power line in quite some time, but given basic supplies and enough lemons, I could probably rig you up a decent power supply.
Whatever works.
how
I
many,
need it soon.
how many electricities do you take?
As many as you can get.
Okay then. Hey, bartender.
I'm almost done.
Well, that is great.
Okay,
bring
we're
some
done.
lemon.
He steps out. I think this is yours. He hands you your cold beam. It's sticky and it smells of barley.
I will go outside, wash it in the snow. No big deal. I'm gonna lay it on the snow and just
A little
This
bit of
is-
yellow just out of the tube. All right. You rub it on the snow, and the snow develops a yellow tint, and you get that fresh, snowy smell.
All right then.
You know, though, you know what you might want to do is dip it in the trough that the direwolves are drinking out of.
I just sort of pack snow into my hand and use it as sort of like a soap bar, just scrubbing it down with it.
All right.
Anyways, perhaps we should go inside. I know a man sitting by the bar there is organizer of sorts. Perhaps he knows where the closest farm is. With, I suppose probably potatoes could work as well.
Whatever you think is worth giving a try.
Of course.
I make a brand new hole in the wall instead of using the previous one.
Great. The bartender's crying at this point. And he cries into his disfigured hand that's got frostbite on it. His wife pats him on the shoulder. It's gonna be okay, dear. We've had to deal with worse. So, Ivan returns from the bathroom as the two of you step into the bar, and he sits back down at his stool. Isn't that right, Ivan?
Yeah. What sort of metal are you made out of, anyways?
Titanium. That's what the T stands for.
I'm not gonna knock on titanium. That must be tough to weld.
Not like I know. I'd never had to do self-repairs.
Well, if we ever get in combat, I can help you out. I'm a metal worker myself.
Oh, that's good to know.
We could induct you into the Metallurgsk Metal Workers Union of Far Eastern Siberia if you wish.
I'll pass.
Well, as long as you're on the side of the revolution and against those evil capitalist mechs.
Once again, don't know anything about the revolution. I'm against those mechs.
Well, that means you're on the side of the people, because the
All right,
people are
then.
against those mechs too. Red salute, comrade.
Probably knock something over.
So, these mechs have been a big problem for the party because nobody knows where they came from, who made them. They just show up and they just bowl everything over. It's things have been looking bad for the Red Party.
Well, I don't remember quite where I appeared, but I could probably try and backtrack and take you guys there. You know, destroy everything at the source.
Hmm.
Will there be
Well-
vodka?
I'm sure there'll be some along the way.
Good. I
No,
follow.
fill up your water skin trough.
Vodka trough.
With the Medal of Honor in defense of Soviet Russia, you can buy as much vodka as you want.
I know like medal. Cannot drink.
Well, local bartenders generally give the Order of Heroes recipients shots for free.
Free vodka?
If you
Yeah,
get a medal.
normally I give free shots to people who are heroes, but you know, normally people don't make giant holes in my walls. I don't know how I'm going to be able to make it and pay next month's taxes.
Hey, that guy knew. Come on, give her free vodka.
I've never seen such a fragile building before.
I'm cutting you off. No more vodka. In fact, considering the horrible injury to my hand and the recent trauma, I'd like everyone to leave, please. Someone's like, "Aw." He's like, "Yeah, I need some alone time with my wife. We got to figure stuff out." So everybody out of the bar. Get out. Please
All right,
leave.
comrade. We'll get on our way.
I will be looking forward to your patron next time. But please don't invite your new friend with you.
I don't need you guys. I'm out. I mean, I do need you guys. I don't need this bar.
Yeah, fine.
All right.
There are plenty of other bars.
There's a large crowd that trickles out of the now two holes in the bar as everyone disperses and goes on their merry way. People hitching up their dire wolves if they've got a long distance to travel. And soon it's the four of you standing in the middle of the stretch of road that people call the settlement.
Well, I have to go back to my wife and help take care of our new baby. So I should be off, but we should meet again tomorrow and investigate the incursions of the capitalist mechs.
It sounds like a wonderful plan.
Sure. Yo, scientist guy, mind if I follow you?
Of course, of course. And I wander across the way to the hairdresser's store. Decent heat retained in here. Interruption of airflow. I sleep here for the last couple nights.
Oh. I just do you like start making a bed and just fall asleep or what?
Just sort of curl up uh, in a ball in the corner.
Okay. I sit next to you and phase into a perfect cube and go into sleep mode.
All right. Great. And so, Ivan, you're hitching up your direwolf and you're heading to your home, right?
Uh-huh.
You get off by the door and you go inside and your wife is there. She's like, Ivan, how was your day?
Not too bad. I met some new friends at the bar.
Really? Friends relating to the problem that you said you've been having. You said you were going to figure out a way to get rid of the mechs that have been terrorizing everyone?
Yeah, I've been trying to organize a party of heroes to go and fight them, but
Oh, you're not
turns
going
out
to go with them, though, right? You're just organizing it.
uh,
Ivan, I need you here at home. I'm pregnant.
Again?
again?
Well, that's what happens.
Well, the defense of the Soviet People's Republic of Eastern Siberia cannot be left to the dregs of the human family. Sometimes I must, fight for the cause I believe in to create a better future for our children.
What will their future be if you're not there?
Don't worry, I'll survive.
You don't know that. Fine, so you're going to leave tomorrow?
Only for a little bit, as long as it takes to fight these mechs off.
All right. I'm going to bed.
All right.
And she goes to bed, and she gives you silent treatment for the rest of the night.
Oh.
But your little girl is very happy to see you. You wish her good night. Good night, Daddy.
Good night.
I believe in you. I know you can do it.
I'll come back safe and sound. You help Mom
Yeah.
out with the chores.
I will. Good night. All right, what is Zombie Lich Rasputin doing?
Oh, he suddenly found two women that he's gonna take back to his graveyard lair and start an orgy.
That was quick.
Okay.
You guys don't even see him.
Okay, so you're attempting to seduce two women at once?
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go
Right,
with
right.
that.
This is what you've been doing while everyone else is figuring stuff out at the bar. That's why you're so quiet. All right,
Mhm.
go ahead and roll for you. I think that seducing one woman is one thing, but two at the same time, you're going to need to get a 10.
Hey, this is Rasputin.
Go ahead and roll Love Machine.
What am I rolling?
46, I think.
D6?
Yeah.
Alright. Definitely could have fit another pair of hands there, but, well, short notice.
And I think it's I'm gonna say that if you roll a 6, you re-roll again, right? Even though it doesn't say so in the rules.
Alright.
That seems OP.
Well, if everyone does it, okay. I was thinking about how would you get a 30 die on something.
You have to spend. I think there's like upgrade. Like you eventually like upgrade your skills like over time or something like that.
Yeah, and there's an advanced option to pump skills. But yeah, okay, fine. We won't do that then since it's not in the rules. Yeah. So what'd you roll?
15.
Just rolled 15. Okay. You all right, go ahead. Tell me what you do.
What Rasputin does, he talks to women, and they don't see this deathly lich lord veneer. All they see is just a handsome Russian male model, inviting them to his beachfront property in Stalingrad.
Right.
The
But
middle
actually you
of
take them
Russia.
to the graveyard, right?
Yeah.
Great, a graveyard in the middle of the tundra.
Mhm.
What's your establishment there? Where do you have a crypt or something?
Well, the lore, well, the history about Rasputin, the official one. He's this revolutionary, tries to take the throne, all that. They buried him in an unmarked grave, but he does have connections with the royal family and all that, so they gave him a tomb that's not on the Rasputin's name. So it's kind of like an underground bunker, lavish and all
Cool.
that, but it's a tomb.
That's very cool. All right. So you guys all rise in the morning. Who wants to go first?
Solid cube of metal. Why not?
I'd like to imagine that you've got a boot sound when you wake up. That wakes me up.
Yes, at 7 a.m. sharp, I make a very loud, blaring noise and wake up everyone in the vicinity.
The entire town.
On purpose, just to spite everyone.
bar-
It's totally optional.
The bartender walks in the street. Hey, I'm trying to sleep here.
You wake.
Of course I am awake. Ow!
Get over it. We gotta get going. Where do your friends stay?
Yeah. Normally we meet up here, and after a long enough time, you know, the one goes this way, other goes that way. Eh.
So Ivan, you're in the middle of a wonderful dream. What are you dreaming about?
I'm dreaming about I'm getting a sleigh ride into the middle of Red Square, and I'm going to be decorated with a hero with a Order of Stalin Hero of Revolution medals,
Mm.
and they're about to put them on my head when suddenly I wake up.
They're about to put you they're about to put them on your head when the what is it? Who was the leader of the revolution in that time? Was it Lenin? Yeah, it's Lenin.
Yeah,
Lenin.
Lenin himself is there, and he says, Ivan, for your works, I'm giving you our most prestigious medal. He puts it on top of you, says, Ivan, I'm so... Ah! And you wake up as you hear this horrible noise from across town.
What is that? Hopefully it's not some incursion from the dreaded capitalist next.
Sweetheart, what was that?
I've got to rush
time is
over
it?
and see what's happening in defense of the town.
Okay.
Duty as part of my membership in the Red Brigades.
Yes, I know. Goodbye.
All right, so I take my rifle.
Goodbye, Daddy. Goodbye.
Sling it over my back. Sling my rifle over my shoulder, and I rush out into the street.
Daddy, wait. Are you gonna bring a souvenir for me?
I'll bring you back some chocolate.
Wow. I haven't had chocolate in so long.
I give her a little kiss, and then I keep rushing up. I keep rushing up to her.
Okay. Great. So you catch up with everyone else.
What was that noise?
Oh,
Are we in battle?
I think that
It
was my mic.
a robotic friend.
I wasn't going to wait for all you guys, so I figured I'd draw you all here at the exact same time.
Yes. Yes.
Speaking of that, Rasputin, you
Mhm.
wake up with a girl in each arm,
Uh-huh.
and you hear a noise off in the distance. Eh.
I go back to sleep with my 2 bitches.
Okay, so everybody else, go ahead. I guess Rasputin isn't coming.
Is Rasputin
Yeah.
not coming with?
Well, the three of you are there, but it's been over 10 minutes of you hanging out and chatting, and Rasputin hasn't showed up.
Wait, let's go over to the graveyard and
did.
wake him up.
You guys never did come up with a plan or some kind of meetup.
Yes, okay. Give
Well,
me a few minutes.
Fortunately,
Some
I've been.
random scrap I have in bag. I should be able to make a rudimentary DNA finder. Does anyone have that vodka bottle he was drinking out of last night? I'm going to try and put together a sort of like DNA compass to try and find him.
Okay, that's pretty amazing.
I've got homing devices built in. We could combine it with that.
That's crazy. I think that would be a challenge level of 15. I'm gonna say 13. Challenge
13?
level 13. That's pretty amazing.
I'm assuming this is my mad science.
Yeah.
18.
All right. You successfully make a DNA tracker, and it takes you right to the crypt. And as the three of you go there, there's this very large headstone that's got all this innate symboling on it, but it's got no name. It's just, these carvings, and there's little circles, and it seems the DNA pointer seems to be pointing underneath.
Hello,
So I didn't know Rasputin.
Boris.
I didn't know Boris lived here in the
Rasputin,
crypt.
you hear people walking on your grave, literally.
Okay.
Are you dead?
I then pop up, like, in another grave, just one of the many graves beside it.
Right, you've
Just
got some
that hand
mechanism
pops up.
to get out.
Yeah. Hand pops up, points at one of you, and then gives you the finger.
Okay. Who
I
are
like
you?
this guy.
Who are you flipping off?
Whoever's stepping right on my grave.
I guess that would be the mad scientist. So, Gertch, you're going to be defending a insult attack. So, I can only think that drunkard would be your appropriate stat to flip him off with.
Okay.
What do you use to defend yourself?
As a bureaucrat, you get used to people yelling and insulting you all the time.
All
I'll
right.
be using bureaucrat to defend myself.
All right. Go ahead and roll 2 dice for your bureaucrat and 1 for drunkard.
Okay, you can beat that.
I don't think so. But
You have
for
a
the
1 in
record,
6 chance to beat it. Nope.
just for the record, bureaucrats don't meet nearly as much people. But yeah. So it's just that.
What do you guys roll?
I rolled a 2, he rolled a 5.
Where did you guys say that? I didn't see it.
Roll 20.
Roll 20.
Oh, you're using Roll20. I closed it. Okay.
We're the only ones in roll 20. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
Are we going to be using Google Hangout and we're just rolling actual dice?
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Okay, fine with that.
Well, congratulations. He attempts to flip you off, but he completely fails to make you feel any bit embarrassed or insulted. What do you do?
Ivan, you are a good laborer, right? Mind figuring out where that hand came from?
John, are
Ivan,
you? John?
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
he's
sorry.
talking to you.
I think he's living underground here.
hey, I've heard it is quite warm underground.
The Union of Graveyard Workers, no doubt, has some knowledge of how exactly to get into his dwelling.
In
Or
Soviet
you
Russia,
could pull
everyone
him
has
out.
a fucking union.
I mean, his hand is right there.
All right, let's help him up. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go over and pull his hand up.
Maybe get the mech to help as well.
I'm gonna help pull him out of the grave.
That's fine.
So this is a team thing, right? That's an example of a teamwork thing.
Okay, yeah. So why exactly are you resisting being pulled up?
Well, I mean, it's under. I am buried, so shouldn't it take? If they're trying to pull me by the
Right,
arm,
they're trying to
shouldn't
help
it
you.
take some?
Okay, fine. So that's a
Yeah.
target number. This should be fine. I'm going to say it's a target number of 5. Should have no problem, but you're going to do a team roll.
All
So
right,
who's helping with the polling? Who's leading the poll?
I guess I'm leading.
Okay, so you're leading the poll and you're using your strong blacksmith muscles. You tell me what you use.
I'd probably use blacksmithing. Yeah.
Right. Who's helping you? The mech?
The
Yeah.
hand would come clean off.
Is anyone else helping?
No?
Okay. And you're using your mech skill.
That's
So-
probably his. Yeah.
So, yeah, you go ahead and roll 4 dice. You guys both roll. And
I got a 13.
we take John's number. What did you get?
13.
13. And then we add every successful 6 that the robot 7732 makes. Did you roll any 6s?
No 6s.
Okay. And that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
All right, you pull them up.
Well, there you are.
okay. So you pull Boris, of course, and you look at him. He's wearing this garish, really vulgar-looking bathrobe with royal gold and velvet red going on, and he says, "Friends, why you gotta be like this? You couldn't have just
Permission
asked."
to go on, comrade.
You were late for our meeting.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I was late entertaining guests. Okay? Just let me put them away and then we can go. Okay? And just stop stepping on my house. Nah?
Of course.
Okay.
Right. So then he goes muttering.
Hey,
Like a
who
super
was
idiot.
that?
Nothing. Go back to sleep, bitch.
Baby, why is your door on your roof? This place is weird.
I said shut up, Leah.
Okay. You're gonna have to roll because she doesn't want to shut up.
Oh, of course she doesn't.
All right. So you're gonna have to roll. What are you gonna use to shut her down?
I think I'm just gonna use my power over this graveyard to just put everything back the way it was. No grave was disturbed, and my crypt was never opened.
I don't
So
understand what.
maybe
Yeah.
this is my lair. So I think I'm gonna use either my mystic or lich to make things the way they were.
Okay. All right. She's got 2 dice and Chatty Cathy.
Of course. I'm going to I guess use my mystic to seal the crypt and the graveyard.
All right. I'm rolling. I don't see why I should be quiet. I mean, this is a really weird place. Last night was great, but why do you have
Okay.
such a weird house? I got a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got a 9.
Damn, I got an 8.
Okay, well,
So even
you really
after
don't
the
know how.
graveyard,
You're not quite sure. As she starts asking you about the house. She starts to realize, no house that I know of has dirt on the walls. This isn't a house, is it? Where did you take me?
look, bitch, it's got marble flooring, and you got beautiful Russian tinted glass all over the walls. Doesn't matter if no light touches them. All right.
All right. Go ahead. You lost 1 die. You're now down to 1. So go ahead and roll your 1 die and tell me what you get.
Okay. After this, he looks to the guys and he says, "Okay, guys, look, I need to take care of this. We meet back
Or
at
do you
bar."
want to use?
Huh?
No. Do you want to? You're in the middle of combat. You're arguing with her. Do you want to keep using your mystic, or do you want to use something else to try and get her to shut up?
I'm just gonna go underground and then turn her into an undead bimbo vampiress.
That'll solve the problem.
Yes, it will.
Okay. So go ahead and roll you tell me what you do, and then roll your lich skill.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Go ahead and just roll your lich dice.
Okay, so I got an 11.
I got a 9. So tell me how you start to turn her.
Okay, so I go in basically through the very grave that they dug me from. Just go jump in, and then you guys hear a bit of rumbling. There's some lights coming out of the grave, and then there's it looks like some weird magic-y things are going on. And then you see Rasputin walking out with these 2 really hot women that don't
No.
look
Hold on.
undead at all.
I still have 1 die left in Chatty Cathy. It's not over yet.
Come on! Come on! Don't be like
So
that, man.
you start to hypnotize him, right?
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, first things first, hypnotize. Yeah.
So tell me how you hypnotize her.
I start with the voice. It all starts with the voice, portraying a bigger than life persona, trying to overwhelm her hearing. And then, as I get closer, the musk starts releasing, like very male and savage. And then her eyes see this very dark, handsome, tall stranger. That's how.
You don't say that yet. Roll first, and we'll see whether it works. You got 3 dice on 1.
14.
All right, I got a 2. So, congrats, you've hypnotized him. Now you can go ahead. It was a good practice combat.
Okay. Right. So, bing, bang, boom. You don't hear any more shouting or yelling. It took about an hour and 45 minutes, but he's there in his old ratty robes again. He says, "Look, guys, I'm sorry, but we were arguing, and then one thing led to another, and well, the robes got soiled. So I'm wearing this now. Sorry. Anyway, you said we had mission, yeah?
So are they your minions now?
Out
I
of
don't think he
character?
took them.
Yeah,
I don't think he took them without.
Oh, okay.
yeah, but my bitches stay at home. Hmm.
How many bitches do you have? Including the dire wolves that you use for transportation.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Female
So
dog.
everyone gets around. It's like in old Western times, everyone would have horses. This is like the tundra, so everyone has wolves that they ride.
Oh, actually, Boris doesn't because the direwolves don't want to go near him. You know.
Right, because he's undead. That makes sense.
But yeah, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure. Nah, I think I'll sort that out later.
What did Rasputin have a pet? Maybe you could have an undead.
I'm not sure.
No, not that I see. But you can make up that you have one, an undead pet, I suppose. Or you could fly, I guess.
One more thing. Chris, remember that you were talking about his whatchamacallit?
Phylactery?
Yeah. So, his phylactery is, I'm not joking, a bottle with his penis in it. They actually did that. They put his penis in a bottle and then displayed it in a museum.
Oh my.
So, if you don't have a penis, then what do you do with these women that you bring home?
Dude, I'm undead. I unscrew the bottle and then whoop, good as new.
I see. So you can only be killed normally while you're in the middle of coitus.
Oh shit, you're right.
Oh man, that's your biggest weakness. Okay, anyone who needs to slay you now knows. Great. So, as the narrator, I'm going to shut up now. You guys are in the middle of the graveyard in the vast tundra, right? You got a mech and a lich and a mad scientist and a leader of the communist revolution. And you're going to follow this mech to the secret government facility where they've got a time traveling device, right?
Yep. That's the plan.
They're bringing mechs. Okay, go ahead.
So I'll be honest, I wasn't paying that much attention when I was fleeing. I only remember the general direction of where this facility was. Do you think I need to roll to find it, or?
That is a good question.
Do you have a GPS?
Well,
Probably not, because there's no satellites. Kinda hard
Oh,
to have a
wait,
GPS
would I have
with
like a
satellites.
homing device that tells me where nearby mechs are, in which case I could just go to where the largest concentration of them is?
I don't think you need to roll for this. It wouldn't make any sense. Like, what if you failed? Then you just would wander around in the Arctic tundra for a couple days.
Good point. Okay, I'll start leading us there.
Yes, so you lead them through the Arctic tundra. How do you all travel?
I have wolves. I'm on the back of wolf's sled.
I can carry one person.
I'm using a sleigh with walls.
Or someone can
I
carry.
would like to sit on the shoulder of the mech, so we make it look like a very intimidating visage.
I guess Chris can ride in my sleigh with me.
Yeah, I'm just riding on the back of his sleigh.
Hey, we could do some stealth, pretend we're on their side. Ain't that cool?
It could work.
So, what exactly? as you guys are coming into the side of the facility, how are you all grouped together?
Chris, Yuri's in my sleigh, and Rasputin's riding on the shoulder of T772.
And no one's inside of
Boris.
T717?
No.
Okay. That's really weird.
I thought one person was, though.
What is?
No, he's riding
Boris
on your shoulder.
is riding on Celti's back.
Okay. Great. So, how are you guys approaching the facility? You see the very drab, big cube that is the facility. 'Cause everything's big metal cubes around here, isn't that right?
Mm-hmm. That's what it is, the future.
Oh.
Everything in the future is geometric.
Hmm.
Interesting.
It's called modern. It's called modernism.
Indeed.
Right. So, how are you approaching the facility?
I'm going to try and use my knowledge of crossing no man's land I learned during World War I to try and keep down low and unseen.
Well, you have a giant mech, a moody teen mech, so I don't think that's going to be possible.
Well, some
Yeah,
of our
stealth and subterfuge ain't my... No, just no.
some of our members could be stealthy, and some of them could be not stealthy.
Breaking up into teams,
Yeah.
and then using the team bonus. I could be on a team that makes a distraction while the other people sneak in.
Okay.
Or we can do that undercover thing again, but I would probably blow our cover.
Well, we just need to get inside the facility to investigate what's going on first.
You don't know how the facility will react to you showing up, by the way. Do you? You have no idea.
I really don't.
Will they be happy to see you? Or will they know that you're a traitor?
I don't know that they know that I'm missing.
Yeah.
No one paid that much attention to you.
Yeah, no one's going to miss a 7 foot by 7 foot mech from the future.
Well, if I'm in a crowd of them, then...
They don't really have a count. There's like 11-ish mechs.
People can't count back then.
Wow. So what's the plan?
So where is entrance to cube?
At the very top, there's a cube-shaped entrance.
Oh, you have to climb that thing?
Alright, Goatman's gone. I do have a rocket pack, but so far as I know, it can only sustain my weight and the weight of one passenger.
Perhaps we can devise a device for launching us up there.
Perhaps a different idea, repurposing of similar tools, could possibly create staircase out of ice on the side of the cube.
The stairway or a ladder out of ice?
Yeah, I do not think I will be able to be as accurate to make a ladder. But possibly staircase. Less
So
of
while
staircase, more of ramp.
While these guys are talking about this, Rasputin just looks up at the side of the cube and decides, you know what, I'm going to fly up there.
Okay, so you're going to fly where?
Like, on top of the cube.
The building?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are quite far away right now.
Oh.
Because
okay.
naturally, I just assumed to ask you guys about what you're going to do before you got in anywhere close to it, because, you know, this is a government facility. I'm sure you're all smart enough to know that they would obviously, you know, have guards looking out in a distance to see if anyone's coming.
I thought we were already at the
Hangouts in the
side.
tundra, you know, they could see very far away accurately.
Say, Boris, I've seen
So
you do a
I'd say
couple
you're about.
plates.
I'm gonna say you guys are about 1,000 feet away.
Hmm.
So do you want to fly over the building? Is that still what you want to do?
No.
Oh, okay.
Chris, you were saying something?
I have seen you do some tricks in our travels. Do you think you might be able to obfuscate the optical sensors to help disguise Mech Lady?
I would, if I knew what you just said. Speaking common
Obfuscate
Slav,
optical
comrade.
sensors.
What does that mean? You tell me mayonnaise is
Obfuscate
mayonnaise.
optical sensors.
You tell me vodka is vodka. I know vodka. What are you saying?
I'm going to roll my poet to try and put it in a more poetic form.
All right.
I'm
You're
gonna
trying
this is
to.
my drunken Slav.
What did you get?
3.
Well,
Uh,
trying to explain something such as optics to a undead Rasputin is no easy feat. You're gonna need a better tongue if you want him to understand something like that.
It is like a flurry of wind amongst the blows. It comes and goes and sails smoothly throughout the heavens.
mm, I think with him being a Casanova, he might understand poetry. Think that's acceptable?
So you can try and lower the DC of the check or something.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll to try and lower the check.
Alright. So I'm rolling what? My love machine? Alright. 14.
Good. You did it. You did it. The challenge rating was 10. You understand what he's talking about.
Obfuscate optical sensors, otherwise known as obscure vision.
You couldn't have said that? Really? Alright.
He is mad.
Alright. So, anyway, I guess if we're trying to go with what Chris said, Rasputin would be just waving his hands around. You'd start to see veins all across his hands. His gnarly hands start pop up, and they start glowing like jade green. And like there's a mini blizzard just coalescing above your heads, and it just drops right on top of the mech. Let's see if it works. So
That
I
would be
think that's
Mystic.
a mystic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 11.
All right. You successfully you do what you want to do.
Awesome. So wherever you go now, there's a blizzard that's following you.
Hmm.
It's just a small one, but what about that, Comrade Yuri?
Yes,
That's good
what,
enough.
Well, Robot is in the midst of obfuscation. The rest of us can sneak up to the edge, and we will try and make our assault as close to the edge of the facility as possible.
And you lost me again.
Okay, you guys are gonna try and make a team roll to sneak over to the building without being detected.
Mm-hmm.
While 7732, you're gonna try and mimic a convincing blizzard as you travel over.
Hmm.
A snow tornado.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
very common in these parts. Right. Who
What?
wants to? Who's gonna lead this the sneaking expedition?
I'm not sure.
It's gonna be a challenge level of 10.
Dr. Gersh will lead. His knowledge of crossing no man's land, wide open space, should be helpful here.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Maybe Boris should stay close to the mech. He's undead, so the cold won't bother him, and he probably needs to, keep the spell up or something.
Okay, so you're riding on top of the mech or inside it? Okay, casting the spell. Got it. All right, go ahead and go ahead and make your rolls. Chris, you're using more vet, and what is it? Ivan, you're assisting with your soldier skill.
Yeah. Okay, so
So as a team assist, you just roll your 3 dice and you let me know if you get any 6s.
I got 2 6s.
Really?
Oh, hallelujah, because I got a 1, a 1, and a 2.
Okay. Well, you rolled 4, but as it turns out that your understanding of how to sneak tread through the tundra without being seen isn't as quite as great as you thought. But Ivan rolled a 12, adds 12 points to that, making you do very well for yourself. So why don't you guys go ahead and describe how you get up to the building, because you did a great job.
We sort of slither on our bellies across the frozen tundra.
Instead of using my legs, I use my tractor belts. Just kind of slide.
Your what?
Every now and then, as she continues going, I just sort of go.
Just oiling it up.
To try and cover up the tracks behind you.
That's clever.
Actually, the blizzard would probably do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting very close to the facility. You can see there's a mech turning the corner, walking around the building. The building itself is pretty huge for a solid cube. It's 3 stories high and has metal grated small windows speckled around it. But otherwise, it's for the most part just a big solid metal cube.
How are we going to get into this thing? I wonder.
There's the doorway. The doorway inside, of course, is quite big. It looks like the first floor is has extra large door and is a little bit higher than a normal floor.
Should we take this guard out first?
Each floor, never mind. Each floor is like 10 feet high, so it's a 30-foot high building.
We probably could take the guard out between all of us.
It's pretty huge. You're not sure how long is it across. So you're gonna wait for this mech to turn around the corner and pass, and go through the front doors, or are you going to circle around the building and try and find another entrance?
You know, I see no reason why we shouldn't use the front door. Might as well jump right in. Unless other people want to use the skylight entrance.
Yeah, front door seems good.
I'm riding you.
Doesn't mean you don't get an input.
No, but I think the government probably don't want the blizzard walking into their facilities.
You got me there.
You can always dispel the spell before you go in.
Are we going to take out guard first, or just wait for passage?
I mean, like I said, we probably could take it out pretty easily.
Let's take out the guard.
Alright.
All right, great. So, how are you going to take out this guard?
I figure we're gonna try and sort of sneak up closer to him, and then all at once sort of unleash a barrage of attacks on him.
Sounds good, but the noise might attract attention.
The cold,
Let's do it anyways.
The cold ray might be silent.
It does create a bit of noise when firing. Well, we get with hatchets.
Probably can't be heard over the sound of the blizzard, anyways. Whereas a gunshot would definitely be heard.
Yeah, let's go with the cold ray.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna try and sneak up. And I guess we're entering combat?
All right, so you're going to do what exactly? How is this going to hurt the mech? The titanium
I'm
mech?
going to try and sort of like freeze up its joints and stiffen it in place.
Oh wait, no, then it could still probably make noise.
I don't
What if
know.
do you have exhaust port?
That was pretty bad for electronics.
Do I? Oh,
Cold
Yes,
is pretty
yes, I
bad for
do.
electronics. Perhaps I could freeze over exhaust pipe and let internal pressures build up. It may not even notice.
well, you know a lot about technology, don't you? That sounds like a good idea.
It's very much similar to car.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice idea. So you're going to try and shoot at its pipe.
Yeah, it's trying to sort of like freeze it over so that the internal gases start to build up.
All right.
And
Good
eventually
idea.
It might blow up.
Are you going to do this from a range safe distance, or are you going to try and sneak very close?
I'm gonna try and sneak up a bit closer.
All right, then I want you to make a sneaking roll first. At 5.
Warvet?
What? So here's the deal. If you try and shoot it from a range, I'm going to have you do a 10, challenge of 10. If you do it up close, then it's 2 separate rolls of 5. 1 sneaking and then 1 to fire.
I'll take the
Make
2
sense?
separate rolls then.
Okay. Go ahead and take
so
a
am I
5
using
to
Warvet for
fine.
this?
Huh?
Am I using
Warvet.
Warvet for this?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's a 18. Not an 18, it's an 8. Not an 18. 18 would have been amazing, though.
Sneak up right behind the war vet. I mean, right behind the mech.
Oh,
with
it
your
is
war vet
myself!
skill.
Hello! Alright.
It's a big old stinky exhaust pipe pumping out what
And then would
smells
this
like burnt vodka.
Would this be, If it smells like burnt vodka...
Did someone say vodka?
Shh! No.
Maybe we do
it's
run
no
out of
fun.
alcohol, in which
I'm
case...
going to try and sort of attack it just enough so that it freezes over without it noticing. It is cold out here. It could possibly happen.
So what are you shooting at?
I'm going to try and use the cold ray to sort of like freeze over the exhaust pipe without it
Great.
noticing that I'm freezing it over.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds it sounds hard. I'll tell you what. You're gonna need a 15 in order for it to not notice.
Let's do this. Mad scientist or war vet?
No, 10. That's too high. It's 10.
Mad scientist or war vet?
Mad scientist.
Okay.
Dropping crazy technology.
Okay, that is a 1 second. 20.
Well,
Ooh.
it is quite unaware. So you go ahead and shoot your freeze ray gun at the mech's exhaust pipe, and as the tundra air blows around, crystal forms over the pipe. The mech itself, though, does notice that there's an error, but it fails to understand what. At the top of its metal cube, a red bulb lifts up and starts to flash and spin around. As it goes, malfunction, malfunction, and it runs into the main front doors, and it runs right into them. And as he runs up to it, the doors spread open automatically, and he runs in, and you hear this commotion, malfunction, malfunction. There's something wrong with the mech. Its tailpipe is blacked. Oh God, it's going to explode! Oh no! I can't get away in time! No! And you hear this huge explosion as you just see metal bits fly outside of the front gate.
Those dirty capitalists got what they deserved.
Come, let us see if there are survivors. I'm going to sort of get up and just go inside.
Alright, you go inside and it's a mess. There seems to be a factory set up with where it. You're gonna have to make a mad scientist roll to even figure out what was going on here because everything's so broken up and on fire.
That is a 12.
Okay. You can tell that this was a facility where they were making rockets. And it's totally jacked up. There's this huge. You're inside of a big room that's about 100 feet wide and long, and it looks like this factory just is burned. There's flaming corpses on the ground, and there's a sprinkler system vainly trying to run water on it, but it's not sprinkling out directly because the faucets themselves were destroying the blast as well. There's just water streaming down at different points heavily and not doing much good. You see one guy in the corner rolling around still on fire, screaming and hollering. Shrapnel embedded all over his body.
I take him out with a single pistol shot.
How do you shoot a pistol?
It's part of my arm.
So describe to me how you fire out of your arm.
There are many weapons contained within it, and so the pistol just slides up and is visible.
Okay, cool. So pistol just kind of comes out into your hand.
All remotely detonated.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. You.
An actual pistol in your arm instead of like an incorporated gun.
Yeah, most of them are built in, but those are old enough. They're relics, so they just shoved one in.
I was thinking like the cap off your finger would flip up, but a gun just sort of slips up.
Yeah, this one's an antique.
It's a backup pistol. They wanted to make.
Yeah, I want to put this guy out of his misery.
Yeah, you put him. You put him out of his
Are you
misery.
sure you didn't take 1 point in hipster? Have like this antique
I was
pistol.
thinking of putting that. I seriously was. I almost did.
Just this gigantic mech with like a scarf and glasses.
What's this soldier wearing?
The one that you put out of his misery?
Yeah.
It's not a soldier, it's a factory worker.
Oh, okay. Anything that would fit a 7x7 cube?
No, there's no clothing here that would fit a 7x7 cube.
Not even a cool hat?
There's a charred hat that has the symbol
Take it.
of the government.
Okay, using my awesome sewing skills, I get rid of the patch.
All right, that will take. That's gonna take a little bit of time. So you spend. You sit down there and you carefully take off the patch because you need to break the individual threads in order to not.
Sorry guys, this is important.
Also, you're kind of big mech and you have fingers, but like you're really strong. So I think you better roll.
Sure. I have 3 in that.
I mean, it's a fashion. She's got 3 points in fashionista.
That's a hit
Yeah.
total.
We'll see how
No.
well you do it.
Maybe we can get you an Ushanka. I know Ivan's wife can probably knit
15,
one.
you could, 15, and you can make your own pattern on the hat. 10, and you get it off fine. Anything lower than that, and it's kind of charred. It's kind of
Oh.
you kind of tear a hole in it.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Okay.
I'm just not feeling
You
up to it
rip the
today.
patch off, and there's a bit of a hole left over. You can tell that there was a patch there before.
Worth it.
But you got a hat with a little bit of dotted circles, a dotted circle on the front.
Okay, guys, we can continue.
All right, so rooms aflame. There's fire. There's water squirting everywhere, and you see a big double door further in the back, and there are smaller doors to the left and right. Small human-sized doors in the middle.
We've got to figure out a way to shut this facility down so that no more mechs can come through the time travel way. Or so no more mechs can come through.
Can I try and figure out like what direction like the electricity is coming from? I can assume these machineries are being run electrically if they're from the future.
Okay, that's a good idea.
And sort of backtrack it towards
Yeah,
like
that
the
should be
central power
that
system.
should be essentially that should be a challenge level 5. You just need to open up the floor, right?
Yeah, that's definitely more than a 5. That is 16.
All right. Not so there's some because of the explosion, the floor is a little bit damaged, and you're able to easily pry open and look at the wiring running underneath. And you can see that there's there seems to be there seems to be a lot of cables running towards the big double doors
So,
in the back.
I was told you made big headway. I can see the floor again.
Good night.
I can't hear you, Goat.
Except a list of questions.
Yep.
Oh, I
Can
just
you hear
heard
me?
someone talking. Yeah, I can hear
Okay.
you just fine.
Okay.
No, you're fine. I just heard someone else talking.
Beforehand because I kind of need to get the part.
Oh, that's Chris.
But
Anyways, so what are you guys doing?
who starts?
Well, I can't really go in that door, so.
The big double doors in the back you can go through.
Oh,
How many whole corpses are there? In
How
the
many
building?
whole corpses are there?
Hmm.
They're all charred and full of shrapnel.
So, like, are there any that seem incomplete or?
You want to raise some
Yeah.
from the dead?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and use your lich skill, and for every 10, that'll be a person that you could raise.
Okay. So, I go over to Ivan and he said, Ivan, these guys don't, they're not the people, right? You think I can use them?
as long as they're dead, they're not people anymore.
Okay. Right.
They use them for dirty capitalists anyways.
Oh yeah, 3. Okay. Come on. 12. Alright, so just 1.
Cool. You raise one from the dead. As you're doing your necromancy, the left door, the left small door opens, and a man steps out. He's looking down on the floor and he's zipping up his fly. He's like, I heard a noise. I was in the bathroom. What happened? Oh my God. Oh my God. What happened here?
This is not what it looks like.
What?
It was like this when we found it, right? Right, comrades?
I'm gonna shoot him.
What?
He's a dirty capitalist. Well, he's still
Wait,
surprised.
wait, no, don't shoot me. Please don't. I just work here in the factory. I just help make weapons.
But you help making weapons for the dirty whites, for the traitorous to the nation, the so glorious Soviet People's Republic of Eastern Siberia.
I don't want any trouble. I just wanted a cushy government job, okay?
Say,
I don't-
Lord, help
I
us
don't-
out. How do we shut this facility down?
Hey, whoa, that's a whole nother thing. If I tell you guys anything, then it's my head on the chopping block, so
Well, if you don't tell us,
can
it's
you
your head
just
on
leave
the
me alone? I mean,
shot. A shooting block.
so I'm dead either way, huh?
No, we'll let you live if you tell us what we need to know.
Yes, but if I tell you, then they'll know that I tell you, and then they'll kill me. The government will.
Don't worry.
That would be
You tell me when you die.
We can take you to a safe. We can take you to a safe settlement nearby.
You can join us.
You can join the Reds.
I don't want to join you. I just want to see my wife and my kids again, and my grandmother, and my grandfather, and my parents,
Tell me one thing, real quick.
and my cousin LaQuisha.
I'm gonna pull out a sort of wet rag, and I'm going to give it to him, and I'm gonna say, "Can you smell this for me?"
Okay. Oh,
Does it smell like chloroform to you?
I've never smelled chloroform before. What is that? It's
You can take the rag back. Open up the container it was in, undo it, put it back inside. You never know when it will be useful.
Boris
I was trying
reaches
to
out.
get information from that guy.
Well, he was not going anywhere.
Boris kind of reaches out and says, "Comrade, I'd never smelt chloroform before either.
You really shouldn't. It will mess you up in the head.
Is it like vodka?"
It's like very potent vodka without hangover, without drunkenness. Just sleep. And brain damage.
Give.
Okay.
So then he tries to drink that whole bottle of chloroform.
Oh, what are you doing?
You say vodka. Don't
You don't
It's
drink
like
it, you inhale it.
You don't inhale vodka, you drink vodka.
It is not like vodka like that.
You say it vodka.
I did not say it was vodka.
You just said it vodka.
Give me
I
back
drink
the bottle.
vodka.
I'm pretty
Okay.
certain you will die if you drink that.
Oh man.
Come on, hand it over. Hand it back over.
Would a lich
Yeah.
die? Would Rasputin the lich die if he drank chloroform? Let's
No.
find out. Roll your lich skill.
Alright. Okay, let's see how high we can go. Oh, crap. I got a 5.
Well, you're not dead, but you're gonna be really uncomfortably gassy for the rest of the day. You're gonna be farting and burping chloroform. It's very fumy, and all these fumes are just building up in your stomach. Your stomach is kind of distended and bulging right now, and you feel all this pressure. You feel like you could just burp all day. Just be careful you don't burp on anyone you know.
I don't think that was vodka.
I told you it was not vodka.
Alright,
How much is left?
enough of this
Not
argument.
enough there. I have to replenish my supply when I get back into the city. Ugh.
Let's we're gonna follow the electricity. It was going through the double doors.
Right.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Well,
There's two human-sized doors, so let's check those out first.
okay, you're gonna check out the one that guy just came out of?
Well, presumably it's the bathroom. So
Yeah, it's the bathroom. Is there anything you want from the bathroom?
no.
They've got plumbing.
What the?
You're not used to that.
Ooh, instant hot air. What is this?
Oh yeah, it's called a heater.
Why does it have a big button on it?
Well, that's how you turn it on.
So,
Dude, the feature's great. You'd love it. You should come back with me.
You're from the future?
Yeah, I mentioned that in the tavern. Accidentally.
I must have been partially drunk.
Besides, I ain't staying here. Thanks for helping me, guys, but once we get back to that portal, I'm going straight through it.
so Boris kind of goes into the bathroom and he says, "Look, Yuri, it's a fountain."
He's
Okay.
obsessed with the sink. I'm obsessed with the hand dryer. This is amazing.
All right, enough of
They're
that.
both quite incredible.
Here. We're gonna. I'm gonna go check out the other door.
All right, cool. So you open up the other door, and inside there is a all right. There's a bunch of beds, bunk beds, and little desks and little trunks. Seems like this is where the workers stay.
Oh.
Got lots of posters on the wall, motivational posters. Hang in there. Every bomb made is a blow against the rebel scum.
Okay. I tear down one of their dirty capitalist posters, and then I walk back out.
Okay, cool. What does the poster you tore down look like?
I don't know. It says something like,
You can do it.
let's build a new utopia out with the dirty red scum. Something like that. I don't know.
All right, cool.
And it's got pictures of like cute women and flying cars.
Hmm.
Sounds nice. It's color too, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Four colors.
Oh, 4-color printing. Fancy.
Fancy.
So you return to the main room. You guys are gonna go up to the main big doors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You go up to them, and they're not opening. They're big. It's two big metal doors. It's about 10 feet by 10 feet.
This must
No.
be where the robots.
Like
Okay.
two big 5-foot slabs.
Any key
5.
cards or security things?
Yeah, there's a slot next to it.
Hmm.
Well, we'll have to take door down.
Earlier, the front doors opened when a robot just walked right up to them. So if I walk up right now, will they open? Okay, I walk up. Does anything happen?
No.
Hmm. All right, yes, I agree. Let's take these doors down.
Yeah. Oh,
Boris.
something does happen. You hear and you hear a little voice says, "Door locked due to damages. Door locked due to damages.
Well, we
Boris,
just got to dig
Fire
more, I
containment
guess.
in process."
Boris, you have vodka bottle.
No, I gave you vodka bottle.
You did?
Yes. And now it's.
It was not vodka. I mean actual vodka bottle. Not chloroform.
That was not good vodka, by the way.
It was not vodka! Anyways, do you have any spirit on you?
Spirit?
Yes. Alcohol.
Oh. No.
What? You don't have alcohol on you?
No. Usually where I go they have vodka, so I don't bring vodka.
As you guys are arguing, the doors open up, and there's a big red and yellow mech. It's got a huge tube hose for an arm, and any initial reactions?
They're like right in front of us, right?
Mech 557 reporting for duty.
Is communist mech.
Initiating firefighting sequence, and you start to hear that, and its arm starts to shake.
It's gonna spray us all with water or chemical foam or something.
Chemical
Let us-
foam.
Hmm.
Chemical foam starts to shoot out of its hose all over the place. It's coming right at you.
This doesn't sound too dangerous.
Chemical foam's pretty poisonous.
Oh,
I
okay,
turn
never
around.
mind. Okay, I guess we all dodge.
I'm going to try and block up the pipe.
You're gonna try and block up the pipe as he's firing it.
Yeah. When in doubt, block up pipe.
These are all the problems.
Just
Freeze
freeze up the foam as it is coming out.
Okay. All right. So you're going to. Who's gonna try and dodge the foam first?
Me.
You guys can just get behind me, probably.
That's probably a good idea.
Are we even aware of this? Like me and Yuri?
Yeah, that's a good question. Are you too busy arguing to notice?
I know I am.
I mean, we're arguing right in front of the door.
Yeah, and the door immediately opens and someone starts spraying foam out. I think you guys, guys might be a bit inactive. Just you're gonna have to roll a what is it, a 10 because you're distracted. An appropriate skill. What do you think would be appropriate for?
I'm going to use War Vet because when the artillery starts raining, you get in a foxhole quick.
Right, that's true.
I guess I'm gonna roll drunkard because when things start shooting, I go down with or without bullets.
All right. All right, what do you roll?
That is 11.
All right, you're good. You dive behind the robot as it squats down, right?
I got a 1.
Well, you still I can only imagine that you're yelling, "Hey, where you going? I'm not done talking to you." As the doctor runs off, and you just
Yuri.
turn around to see what he's running from, and you just get covered in foam. It's not the worst tasting thing you've had all day, though. It's still not as bad as the chloroform, but you're just covered in white foam, and you kind of look like a weird snowman right now. All right. Ivan, roll to dodge. You need to make a 5 in soldier.
5, 6,
Oh, you're good.
1. Yeah.
You dive behind the robot too. Okay. And you're not going to try and dodge. You're just going to let yourself get sprayed with foam, right? Right. T7732.
Yep, it's not
Alright.
gonna hurt me.
You guys jump behind the robot, except for Rasputin, and everything just gets covered in foam. foam shoots out and covers the front of you, covers Rasputin, and starts putting out all the fire. What are you guys going to do? Are you guys going to return fire, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna return fire.
Let's all shoot at once. Is that allowed?
Okay. Yep. 7732. All this foam is not good for your components. You're going to be working with one die lower in mech
Okay.
until you've cleaned yourself off. And Rasputin, all this mech is not good for your sex appeal. You're going to be working with a love machine of 3 until you clean yourself off and get yourself new clothes. Okay, so this mech has has 3 dice in being a mech. No, we're gonna give it 4. I'm gonna give it 4. Same amount. Standard mech size. Who's going to lead this attack?
I guess I will.
Are you sure it's normally the person with the highest appropriate number?
Well,
Oh
I
yeah,
have
yeah, and a
three
couple
right
have
now.
3s. You all have 3s, yeah. Except, yeah.
Okay.
And 4.
Yeah, you have 4 mad scientists. Is Yumi shooting your mad scientist gun
Do you want to lead?
to try and freeze the foam?
Yeah, maybe you should lead.
Yeah.
I don't think that would work. I don't know if that would work. I mean, I guess you have to shoot. There's a huge pattern of foam, and you've got to shoot past it to actually hit the.
Okay. So
the gun.
instead of just trying to freeze it, I'm going to switch the gun to alternate mode, and it's going to sort of make like an ice pick, and it's going to shoot it out the front.
Okay, that would be soldier then, I guess, because you're just firing a normal weapon, right? All right.
It's still far from a normal weapon, but
I guess I'm just thinking about it, and it just you can already do all these crazy powers. It just seems more fair for you to use your soldier skills to aim.
all right, that's fine.
Unless you're operating something, unless you're operating something really exotic.
Okay. In which case, someone else can lead if they want, because it's still all 3s. Let's let Ivan lead this one.
Okay.
All right. So tell me how you guys all fire at the machine.
Well, being a machine myself, I know that the most sensitive part is right at the very top where the sensors are, where the light is, and where the pilot seat is.
Okay. So you're shooting at it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so, what are the rest of you guys doing to attack it?
I'm just gonna switch my gun to alternate fire mode, freeze up an ice pick in the front, just gonna shoot it out of it at its head,
Cool.
or whatever it looks like its head.
And yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Rasputin is gonna waddle away into the bathroom and find that water fountain again.
Okay. You better take your undead with you too.
Oh shit, forgot about that guy. Yeah, right, okay, look, yeah,
Right.
sure.
Right. Rasputin and his undead go to the bathroom to clean up. And Ivan, what are you doing? You're supposed to be leading this attack.
I'm just gonna be shooting my rifle at it, I guess.
All right. You're ducking outside and shooting it. All right. So go ahead and roll your dice. I'm gonna roll mine.
No 6s here.
I got-
6 plus 3.
Got 13.
I got 14.
I
All
got
right.
1-6.
That's 6 plus 14 is 20. All right. So The robot staggers back as you all fire at it. It's the window of the mech cracks, and you hear the guy inside the map go, "Holy crap!" All right, I see how it is now. I see. See, I came out here, me, John Rich, sent out. John Rich, go take care of the fire. John Rich put out the fire, but no, it wasn't an accident. It's terrorists. Who's in that mech? I can't see anyone. Who's in that mech defecting against us?
You'll never know.
All right. Well, I'll have you know that this thing doesn't only shoot foam, and you hear a cocking noise.
Uh-oh.
I'm ready to fire my missile. And he's gonna be shooting. All right, go ahead. You guys make your roll. Oh yeah, I lost a die.
Roll to what? To dodge?
No. I got a 4,
The
5,
next
6,
round of
7.
combat.
I got 8. It's next round of combat. I got an 8. He's firing a missile at you.
I got 6,
What
3, and
six?
1. 10.
You got a
That's
10?
16?
No
Yeah.
sixes.
Nice. So what was your total?
16.
Nice. So as the rocket comes out of his arm, Ivan, you expertly fire a shot directly at it, and it explodes, blowing his arm off. Good job. He's left with 2 dice now. And he's firing. He's pulls out his other hand, and he runs toward to swipe at you guys.
Alright, so next round?
Yep.
No sixes.
Five, 3, 3. So I got 11.
Oh, I got a 9. So he spins around to swipe at you guys, and how do you fend him off?
I use my bulging locksmith bicep to grab his hand and pull him off balance.
Nice. All right, you pull him off balance, and he falls down onto the ground. All right, he's got 1 die left, and oh, that really hurt. Listen, okay, you win. You win. I give up.
Next.
So,
What are you here for? Says the man inside of the mech who's currently crying out from inside of it.
We're here to shut down the capitalist rotors and send the dirty mechs back to the future.
Really?
We're here to shut this facility down.
Well, you'll never get away with it.
We're
I'll
getting
tell you
away
what. You may have gotten past the door since I opened it, but you'll definitely not get past the 2 mechs that are guarding the portal, which is 2 rooms down and 1 on the right.
Alright, thanks. I push him over and walk through.
Can I try and use my poet skills to tell when a man is bluffing? Or no?
That doesn't make sense. No.
No. A long shot.
Maybe if you were a bard.
Maybe bureaucrat? No, bureaucrats would just take the information even if they know it's a lie because it's what they told them, and they just pass it off to their superiors saying, this is what he told me.
Yep, pretty much. Okay. So you guys move into the next room, and it seems like this is the testing range of the facility. There's a bunch of targets and with bullet holes in them, and it looks like there's no one here right now, but there's racks of guns, and looks like there's some strange automatic guns that you've never seen before. Hung up.
I'm gonna inspect the guns and see if I find one that looks nice.
Yeah, you do. What kind of modern gun would you like to have?
I don't know. Machine gun? An M60?
Okay. Yeah, you find an M60, and as long as you're holding that, you get a extra. You get a +1 to your shooting, to your soldier skill to whenever you're shooting.
Sweet.
Okay. So I'm gonna look for anything else in this shooting and range training facility.
I head to the nearest bathroom to clean off all of me.
You try to, but you can't fit in the door.
I can't just push through it like oh right, yeah, the diners are made of wood. Okay, never mind.
What's made out of wood?
Well, I was able to break right through the front door of
Yeah.
that place. I can't
Right,
just
yeah,
bust
because
through
it's
the
made
one
out of
here.
wood. Yeah. It's a hard metal cube. Only you could go out in the snow and have somehow melted around you.
Yeah, but that's so far away. Are we still on the ground floor?
Yeah.
Okay, I slide outside for a moment.
Okay.
And wash off.
But it's all snow.
Didn't you just say I could use that to...
Alright, yeah, go ahead. I said if you melted it.
Oh, well that's pretty easy. I've got an exhaust pipe.
She could just roll around in
Yeah.
the snow.
Yeah, you just roll around and you clean yourself off. It's fine.
Melted.
Is anyone else taking time off?
I could.
Well, I mean, I guess you're looking at the guns. Everyone's busy doing something.
And Chris isn't even here, so...
Alright.
Boris kind of gets out of the bathroom. It's like, so what happened?
Hmm? What are you
Well, you
asking?
guys destroyed my mech. And now I'm stuck here, face down, in broken glass, and I can't get up.
You'll be
Because
fine.
No, who's this Gopnik?
it's the guy talking, it's the guy who was in the mech. He's still in the mech, but it's all broken up.
Hmm.
Firefighting mech. Nothing's on fire anymore, at least. He did his job.
Hey,
Yep.
he's not a bad person. I don't want to hurt him anymore.
Because
Really?
if you do,
Great, that's nice of you, thanks. Yeah, I'm just doing my job.
Might just leave him there, though.
Alright, I appreciate you being understanding. You hear this noise? Yes, there's rebels breaking into the facility. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
shoot
I'm kind of
him.
stuck here right now. Send help. Alright, you killed another person. Good job.
I'm a robot.
You're really good at killing people.
I'm a robot.
That's all she's good at.
It's like you were made to kill people almost.
Yeah. Yeah, almost.
Alright. So, I don't know if we should wait for Chris or not. I'm gonna say no. We're not waiting for Chris.
I need to
All right, keep going. For all we know, he can still hear us.
I'm gonna say that he's too busy. That the doctor's too busy inspecting all this, being excited about this
It's
this new
yeah.
weaponry.
He's just hanging out at the hand dryer again.
Yeah. So, are you guys gonna proceed forward?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Sure.
you go into the next room, and it's a research facility. There's a bunch of computers, and they're very tiny and thin, and there's a bunch of paperwork, and you don't actually see anyone there. It looks like people hastily ran out. You got a couple flipped over chairs. There's lots of flashing lights, lots of paperwork.
The usual.
Yeah. You guys want to look around
Sure.
or keep going?
Well, let's look around and see if there's maybe one of these computers controls the facility
Hmm.
or something.
Are there any like official-looking offices around?
Yeah, there's quite a bit of cubicles, and some cubicles are better than others. I don't know. You'd need some sort of skill though to be able to identify what the top cubicle is.
Yeah. I'm thinking the computer that controls the facility won't just be in this room. It'll be in a more central room. I don't know.
Good point. We may need to seize this stuff later to support our cause anyways.
What
First
are we
thing-
doing here anyway?
What?
What are we doing here again?
Trying to
trying to
find a
shut
way to
it
shut down the facility.
Shut down the teleportation portal. Probably from they have to go through the other side. Or at least we can let T732 go through and then shut it down from this side.
You know, if we can find the power source of this whole building, we can just blow it up. Might create a nuclear bomb, but whatever.
Yeah, the power source is what we should be looking for. We were following those electricity lines out earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to look around this research office to see if you can find a map?
Yeah, sure.
Who would be good at something like that? Who's got a skill related to sorting through all the paperwork and everything?
Bureaucrat. Bureaucrat.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll. I'll tell you what. You get if you get a 15 or above, then you'll have found it so quickly that I won't have time to throw more guys at you.
That is literally impossible.
Is it? Oh, you only have a 2 on it? And an 8. Alright. Alright, that's not so bad. You go around and you quickly identify what the you're quickly able to sort yourself through big stacks of paperwork, and you're able to find a map. And as you lift it up to let everyone know, you hear a gunshot, and there's a hole put inside the center of the map. You lifted it up.
I ducked down
All right, freeze. There's one mech. There's a guy piloting a mech, and 3 guards burst in.
Alright.
All right, terrorists. Now listen up. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. Surrender now, and we won't end your lives.
I say, for Mother Russia, always take the hard way. And then I shoot one of the guards.
No, not the hard way. Okay. Okay, okay. All right, so these guards have 2 dice in shooting, and the mech has 4 dice.
Okay.
So you're gonna shoot at one of the guards, right?
Yeah.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
I will shoot another one.
I'm gonna try and freeze the guy who said, "Freeze! Nobody move!"
Okay, that's
While
great.
screaming, "That's normally my line!"
All right. Who's gonna fight the mech?
I will.
Okay. And who's gonna fight the last guard, or is he gonna team up with the mech? The last guard, the third guard, is inside the mech. How's that sound?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I
So.
got nothing.
All right. So, Ivan, what did you roll for your soldier?
I rolled a 6, a 3, and a 2, so 11.
Okay, I got an 8. So, take that's 1 die as you shoot him. Where do you shoot him?
Right in the pink. I don't know.
In the knee.
In the knee.
Okay, he falls to the ground. He's down to 1 die, and I got a 5. What'd you get?
I should roll again.
Yeah.
6. 6. 2. 14.
All right. Yeah, he's done. How do you kill him? Or disable him?
I'll kill him. I shoot him in the head. Now he's on the ground.
All
He still
right.
has one left, shouldn't he?
Okay, cool. You take him down. Chris, you're firing at the soldier with freeze. Well, he's firing at you. So roll your soldier skill.
Okay. I was just gonna use like the default gun thing, but all right.
What's the default gun thing?
Just mad science, you know.
Oh, well, I
Regular
had you use
freeze.
mad scientist when you had all the times that you used mad scientist, you weren't actually in danger.
Okay.
Like you got
That
to
makes
use
sense.
it because you had snuck up on the guy and the mech was oblivious. You were just operating science.
Okay.
Now you're like ducking and using cover effectively,
That is
aiming under
13.
pressure. Let's see what I got.
It's literally impossible for you to beat with 2 dice.
Yep. How do you wound him?
I just sort of take the gun and sort of freeze, like just shoot a bunch of frost as it starts to numb half of his body.
Okay, cool. And I got a 1 on my second roll. So what do you do to him in the second round?
Freeze him solid. Make him into an ice cube.
I just continue freezing that one side of the body until it just stiffens up. The other side's just like wailing around, like he's on the floor, like he's trying to like grab, but for all intents and purposes, he's out of the fight.
Great. All right, cool.
So just wailing around, just like.
All right, so you've got a mech with 4 dice, and it charges at you.
Actually, GM, can I go before?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna raise the dead guard that Ivan shot, and then I'm gonna send both of my undead to, I don't know, grapple the mech.
It takes you a little while to summon your undead. Do you want to do that for the round?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go ahead and roll. You're gonna need a 10 again.
Ah, damn. A 9.
All right. Okay, so the mech comes rolling at you, 7732.
I try to shoot it point blank.
All right, go ahead and roll your your 3 mech dice. Or didn't? Yeah, you cleaned yourself off, so you're 4 mech dice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, cool. One more.
Yeah.
13 total.
All right, I've been rolling really bad lately. I got a 10.
Good thing I got that extra die.
You shoot at him as he charges at you. You go ahead and when you get a victory, you get to tell me what happened. But it's not why he loses 1 die and becomes less effective. Does that make sense?
Oh, I have to explain why it loses 1 die?
Yeah. Why is he fighting with only 3 dice now? Why is he less effective as being a mech?
Oh, okay. I shoot it right where its sensors are, so it cannot see and it cannot sense anything that is in the room around it.
All right. It starts railing away violently. It still knows the general direction as you are in, and it charges at you. Go ahead and roll again. I got another 10. What'd you get?
10.
Okay. In combat, what happens if they're equal?
I'd assume just nothing happens on either side, or they both lose a die.
Both losing a die makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, that I'm just.
Either that, I think it's the defender wins.
Usually, yeah.
I don't see anything about it, so we're just gonna say that we both lose a die.
Okay.
So the flailing robot manages to bash into you, and both of you have chips flying off of you. What is it? Your cage gets dented and collapses inside a little bit, where the cockpit was, as its arm smashes into you and gets obliterated. All right, so my 2 dice against your 3. I got a 9.
14.
Oh, okay. Victor on your side. He's down to 1 die. What happens? He's got 1 arm and he can't see. What next?
This time I shoot both of its legs. It is now stationary.
Okay, cool. So he's just spinning around, vainly reaching out into nothing.
This is depressing. Yay, I'm winning.
All right. He pulls out his gun and starts shooting randomly.
Oh, well, that's not good.
What do you roll?
Oh, one more?
Yeah, 1 more. He's got 1 more die. I got a 6.
15.
Okay. What happens?
Oh, well.
He's done.
You
win.
Yeah. I shoot off its arms now. It is a cube. A lifeless cube.
It is a spinning cube. It rotates.
Oh, yeah, perpetually.
There's a guy in there. Hey, I can't see. Are we winning?
So
All right.
sad.
So you've been trying to resurrect this undead, but it just ain't working. Maybe you're just a little bit distracted, Rasputin, because there's all these gunshots going on everywhere around you.
No, it's because I don't have vodka.
I see. Because you don't have vodka. All right.
Instead of mana, he has vodka.
What kind of Russian facility does not have vodka?
So you got a spinning cube, a dead body, and a guy who's half frozen on the ground. Flailing. Now, yeah, so once again, you're looking at this map, and it's a little holy right now, but you can see the route to the power station and to the portal. Is there anything else you're looking for?
Nothing in particular.
All right. So there's a big generator that
perhaps a research division.
This is the research division. You're in it right now.
Okay. Oh, will you look at that? I'll
There's
come
lots
back
of
after the
there's
power.
lots of slim computers, suspiciously that slim and small.
And
Okay, so
computers.
Alien technology.
Keep in
would you like
mind,
to make it?
computers were not invented yet.
You don't know how to use those, do you?
So, looking at the map and the information you provided, you understand the following. The portal itself is guarded by two mechs, who are two mechs, and it seems like anything that passes through the portal will appear on the other side, so long as it's inorganic. Only metal can pass through,
Huh.
and other inorganic objects. It looks like that there is a generator that you could blow up as well. But
Blow up the
the
generator.
problem with the generator is that it's further back in the facility, and you'll have to go through. You're gonna have to go through the barracks where they keep the mechs normally.
Hmm.
Now you don't know how many mechs are actually there right now, though.
We could either go to Portal and destroy it, in which we'll have to deal with two of these mechs, or we could go to Power Station, but I am not certain how heavily or lightly defended it will be.
Even if we destroy the portal, there will still be dozens of mechs stuck here to attack all of you.
Well, we can slowly deal with them over time. What we can deal with is the portal being open.
That is a good point. Hmm.
Do you want to do some research into how the portal works?
Yeah, why not? Shall we?
Sure. Go ahead and roll. What are you
12.
rolling?
Mad science.
Good. Okay, so here's what you understand about it. You're reading through the research papers, and it's pretty complicated, and it's a different field from what you're used to, but you're able to figure out some of it. It seems like the way the portal mechanism works, anything that comes out of the portal is kind of there on borrowed time. The actual mechanism is bending space to allow objects that are from another time to exist in this one. And when it stops running, there will be a backlash of sorts when things snap back into their proper place. Now, it seems like there's a safe procedure to do so, and which would be a mechanism near the machine to turn off, or you could cut the power, and you're not sure what would happen. But either way, once the portal goes off, everything will snap back to its proper timeline.
Huh.
As you can see here, if the portal essentially works as such, time, at least according to this, works very much like a line. And in this line, they have taken two parts of the string of the line of time and gone like this. Now, issue there is there's a tremendous amount of pressure in between the two lines. And as long as the machine is running, the pressure is maintained and kept at reasonable levels. And, of course, you could undo the knot, and it would be just fine as well. But cutting power to a line would be, well, more akin to having a knot that you get rid of by pulling it at both ends until the wire snaps. Probably not a good idea, but is quick.
That was very well explained.
Yeah, that was great. Except You're welcome to put your own twist on this, but what I'm saying right now is that when you turn it off, it'll snap back as well. It's just nobody knows what would happen if you just cut the power from it instead of having it go through the procedure to let loose. It'll snap. Everything will snap back if it's turned off properly, but it's like it's
dangerous if
dangerous.
the power.
I was already leaning towards just turning it off.
Yeah.
It appears then that we will have to make our way towards the portal room itself.
Prepare for more combat with the mechanized brutes.
So, as you guys keep discussing this, you see Boris slowly raise his right hand, like right, keeps going up, and he says, "Can someone explain what just happened? Like, I go find vodka for 1 second, and here you go thinking about snapping this and power that."
Long story short, Boris, for what you need to know, we are going to portal to turn it off.
Yes.
Ah, see, that's easy. Why you not see that from start, huh?
Because I was saying it at a level that I expect competent people to understand, and then you came in the room.
So, a montage of you going through various rooms flashes by until you make it to a room with the portal and the two mechs. There's a sound as the portal that the portal seems to make. It's like a big circle, and it's slowly spinning. And inside it, there's sort of like this, kind of like a translucent, glowing opal bubble. And it seems like there are these strands coming out of it, wiggling all over the place. One of them is pointing towards you, 7332. And as you get closer, the strand becomes more visible and clear. Sort of like a link between you and it. But it's very faint still. Sort of like the light coloring in the air.
Mm-hmm.
There's two big mechs standing side by side in the portal.
Do they notice this line connecting me to it, and therefore
Oh yeah, they're
notice
connected to
us?
the portal too.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's do this. Let's end this adventure.
Let's take
This
them
will
on.
be the final battle.
You could say it is the final confrontation.
I don't get it.
It's not
before
to
your
get
time.
a simple change of poetic word choice.
Probably after my time.
Skip another 80 years.
Anyways, charge!
Alright, so you're attacking first.
Right. So you guys are facing off against the mechs, and you're about to fight when you hear some footsteps behind you.
I turn around.
You guys turn around, and you see a single guy. I'm amazed that you made it this far.
Who are you?
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Of course we do.
Oh no. Is this
Yeah,
a Barbara
saving him.
moment?
We're saving the Eastern Siberian Soviet Socialist Republic from the plague of mechs that has plagued it for this last couple of months.
I'm fully aware that you're red rebels. I happen to be the head scientist at this facility. And things have been quite in a disarray right now, but I wanted to come over here and talk to you guys before you do this. You're planning on turning off the machine, aren't you?
Yeah.
Of course. The machine is the problem. The
Okay.
solution is to destroy the machine or turn it off.
When you turn that machine off, everything that came from there will snap back.
And so the dirty capitalist future will get the revenge it deserves.
I don't think you understand. Okay, I want you to imagine something, okay? We've got this is a secret facility. We've got all these different mechs stationed all across the country. We're trying to contain and control and fight off you guys, right? So, say we've got this tank that's 50 miles from here, right?
Yeah.
And you guys turn off the only thing holding these two timelines together, and everything snaps back. That mech is going to come flying from where it's located in a straight line to this portal and then back the other side.
Oh.
Well, a little bit of destruction is worth the price
And
of...
by the time it gets back, there's just going to be shooting off in the future a giant 7 by 7 foot ball of hot fire as it digs through everything. And it'll just come shooting out the other side.
That
Sounds
is the price you have for messing with the motherland.
Are you crazy? Are you aware of the untold damage and Okay.
I support this.
All right.
So,
So
what's he talking about?
He's
No,
saying
you
we better
understand.
duck as soon as we turn this thing off.
Oh, okay.
As everything
Okay.
that has come from this will snap back in quickest route. And of course, we all know mathematically the shortest route between point A and point B is a linear approximation.
Indeed.
All right.
all right. So you guys are gonna be. How are you guys gonna be taking on these two mechs? Do you want to do one big team battle, or you want to split up into two groups?
Let's do one big team battle.
All
Yeah.
right, sounds good. All right, so we got mech 1, which has got 5. Both mechs have 5 dice in being a mech. They're a bit bigger and tougher than you.
Mhm.
So who's going to lead this?
Well, I only have 3 in being a soldier, so let's have the mech lead it, because she has 4 in being a mech.
Agreed.
I will do my best. Okay, so Howard is taking out their arms so they have nothing to attack with.
All right.
Shall I just
Alright.
go for one of them?
So you guys charge at the mechs charge at them. So how are you fighting the mech? What skills are you guys using?
All right. Let me go first.
So
I'm
I've got
just gonna throw a fireball at him.
I'm gonna try and, as he's throwing fireball at them, I'm gonna try and freeze the ground underneath them so that they slip.
Okay, that sounds good. You can use your mad scientist skill for that.
Okay.
Especially since you're contributing, not directly in combat. And you're attacking as a mech, right?
Yeah.
You're a little bit damaged from the last fight.
Yeah, still 3.
So you're at you're still at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And then Rasputin, how are you attacking?
Throwing a fireball.
Right, throwing a fireball.
Like,
Using
we're
your
all
mystic or lich
sure-
powers?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure mystic. We're contributing, right? So
Right,
that the
yeah.
mech.
It's just
Okay.
just let me know if you get 6s.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
1.
1 6.
I got 9 total.
12 plus 6.
I got a 6.
12 plus... Okay, so that's 18 plus 9 is 27.
Crap. I got a 21, but clearly that's not enough. All right, you go ahead and tell me how you go ahead. You win the first round.
Oh, there are 2 of them, right?
Yeah, there's 2 of them fighting together, and one of them's
Well,
leading while the other one's providing cover fire.
I've got 2 arms, so I use one of them each to aim at each one of them.
And then they slip on the ice.
Only
And
one of them is actually
on
taking
together.
damage this round.
Oh, okay. In which case I use each of my arms
Damage, I believe.
to
With
shoot
each other.
each one of its arms.
So, sorry, go ahead.
I think
Wait,
that
no,
they
the
slip on
leader-
the ice and collide with each
I
other.
think I think it's the leader still takes 1, but any lackey that chooses to take the damage takes 2. Right?
Oh yeah, we do get damage, right?
We don't get damage. We won that round.
Oh,
Yeah, you won that round. You don't take damage. I'm reading about this. So the one thing that slightly confuses me: whenever a team loses a round of combat, a single team member's cliche is reduced. Any team member may step forward and voluntarily suffer the loss. If so, the volunteer is reduced by twice the normal amount, so 2 dice. But the team leader gets to roll twice as many dice in his next attack. A temporarily boost as the team avenges his heroic comrade. So you go to fire at the one covering, and the other one swings in front and takes the blunt of it, losing one of its arms and falling down. And as he does so, the other one charges a huge blast. All right, I'm rolling 10 dice this turn.
Yeah, I don't know about the doubling. That's kind of ridiculous.
Well,
I
it'll
think
go
it's
back
only
and
for 1
forth.
round, though, so...
It's only 1 round. Yeah.
So it's a net neutral after 2 rounds.
So,
Possibly less, actually.
I don't think we can possibly win against 10 dice, but we'll try.
Yep.
yeah.
Don't give up hope! He's for motherland! Keep in mind, 3 of those 10 dice have to roll 6.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
So,
I'm gonna try and
this.
freeze up the joints on the acting one. And then should I take the lead
shit.
this time, since I've still got 4s?
I got a 6.
And then
I
should
guess
I
I'll
take
just
the-
keep going fireball.
Am I supporting or leading this turn?
Why don't we have
You
Chris?
can't. If you read through it, you actually you have to suffer if you change leaders, so you can't change. You have
Oh,
to.
okay.
All right.
In which case I got 8 total.
2 6s.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Hooray.
Oh, fuck. Well, it looks like I'm one more new die.
All right. So what was your guys' total?
Hold on.
I got 1 6.
Nope.
So it's 18 plus whatever Tanya got.
I got an 8.
26.
So that is
I rolled pretty well. What'd you guys get?
26.
Awesome. Well, I got a 41.
Oh my gosh.
So
Is that how it really works?
yeah,
Not sure
go
how-
ahead and read the PDF.
It's
Are
pretty
we going
good.
to,
Like
Even
the
if
one
we had
back.
all gotten 6s, we
You
wouldn't
can
have
sacrifice. You can make a sacrifice in order to do a
I'm
huge
gonna,
heavy
I'm
attack.
gonna jump
All right.
in front of the bullet and have the gun take the shot.
won. That's quite
You're
a
gonna take the
sacrifice.
shot.
Yeah.
All right. So you jump in front and you use your gun to what is it to try and freeze the bullet and
Yeah, something like that.
or whatever. You're
Try and freeze the rocket it shoots or something.
yeah, sure. Let's say that you stuff your gun inside of it instead of you run up and you stuff it inside of its can as it's charging. All right,
It's not
great.
destroyed though.
Yeah, no, your weapons, but your ice cannon's gone.
Okay.
It's blown up, and you lose 2 dice points. You're now a mad scientist at level 2 as you get blown back,
Okay.
and your head hits one of the metal walls of this dystopian cube. You got a headache and you're dizzy. You're not able to think as well as.
So that
So-
means Tanya gets 2 dice next time, I believe.
Oh,
Right?
dang.
That's right. You get double dice next time.
You certainly took one for the team.
You get double dice.
Wait,
Awesome.
double, not just +2?
For the Eastern Siberian
You get-
trends.
you-
Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be 4 dice if it's double dice.
If the team leader gets to roll twice as many dice
Oh,
as a
wow.
result. So instead of rolling 3, you get to roll 6.
Damn, that's good.
All right.
Back to only 4.
So,
No, I'm back to. I've got a 5,
Oh yeah, the book took the damage.
3.
Which one is leading? I guess.
The one that's got the
undamaged.
one that's undamaged. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm still rolling 3 dice.
so
From my
what,
place
he
in the
was meant
corner, I'm going
6?
to
No, 6.
I'm going to pull out a
Yes.
simple pistol and start shooting at him with it. Sort of this old revolver type style.
Cool. Yeah, you still got your soldier skill. Well, I'm not done yet. I just rolled a 28.
Really?
No 6s.
I got a 26.
I got 2 6s. Oh crap.
Rasputin, you got any 6s? Wait, did
Yeah.
none of us?
Did anyone roll 6?
Hold on. I'm
Someone
Just
needs to
gonna
roll
try and
6, or otherwise I win this round.
alright. Let's see. Come on. Undead minions, come to me. That's a no.
Nobody rolled a 6?
No.
All
This is
right.
bad.
All right. So the two bounce back up and they spin around and they both punch. Is anyone going to take the sacrifice and take the shot?
Yeah. I'm going to use my minions to soak out the damage, so that's 2 dice from my lich gone.
Yep. You lose 2 dice as your minions run forward as they run forward to punch Mech, and they block the way and they get pulverized. Cool.
Yep.
Nice move. All right. So your undead is now a 1, and you will get another turn of double damage. All right. All right. This is turning out pretty good. I like this mechanic. It's fun.
6.
1 6.
I got 1 6.
Heck yeah! I rolled 2 6. I rolled wrong. I thought I rolled 2 6s, but I rolled extra dice. Hang on, let me try again.
Okay.
Doing pretty good. Yes. All right.
Let's try
All right.
4
I got
shots.
20. I got 23 this time. Still pretty good.
6.
Nope.
Definitely not Rasputin. Did you get any 6s?
No.
And
I
you're
only have
rolling
a 17.
Okay, so
Okay,
17 plus 12.
We got-
That's 29.
Wait,
Yeah.
really? Oh, I didn't know you got any 6s.
Yeah, I got a 6 and he got a 6.
Good.
Oh damn. Okay. Well,
So I sort of put a bullet in his windshield that doesn't do too much, but
I'm gonna do the smart thing and have my second mech run in front and take the damage again. So, actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to. It's too close. I'm gonna have the regular guy. So now I'm at 4 and 3. Put a ball to the windshield. All right, let's go again.
Okay, how many dice do I have now?
Dice
Just 3?
rolling.
Just 3, yeah.
You have 3. I have 4 and 3.
Alright. Come on, big fireball.
I got 1 6.
Yes, I
One.
got a 6. All right.
We definitely lost that one.
What'd you get?
We got 1, 6, and an 8.
What's the total?
I got 1. Ivan
I got
got 1.
15.
Never
I got
mind.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, we won that one.
Yay!
I got
We had
15.
2 6s, not 1, didn't we?
Yeah, we got 2
No, you had
6s.
1 6. Who
Oh.
rolled 2?
No, I got 1 and Ivan got
Yeah.
and Boris got 1.
Dang.
Nice.
Dang. All right.
Yes.
All right. At this point, it's getting too close. My second robot comes and jumps in front and gets obliterated. Both
Isn't
of its
that-
arms get blown off.
Isn't that end of fight?
No, I still got dice.
As soon as one person's die gets to 0?
No, it's as soon as the leaders die, I guess, to 0, isn't it? I don't know.
You can look over it for me in the PDF. So I'm at 4 and 1, but I get to roll double this round.
I guess I
If the
should-
leader loses. But this is the minion, right? That took the hit for you.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's just if their side loses the fight, then we don't get to decide his fate.
I made an amazing roll.
Okay.
All right, I got 26.
That's not good.
All right.
I got 11.
Come on.
Only 4 is
balls.
counted. I just had 3 of them.
Oh, I'm getting. Alright, well, I should take. Well, I should step forward and take this hit.
All right, everyone's
I
taking
got
a hit to
nothing.
protect the robot.
This is so weird.
So
So I'm.
how do you block this this robot shooting a hail of gunfire at the mech?
I have a big metal breastplate that I made because I'm a blacksmith. So I just step forward and go like this.
All right, you get you get shot a couple times in your arms, and your soldier gets reduced from a 3 to a 1
Okay.
as your arms get shot up.
I didn't ever get to use my blacksmith skill except that one time.
All right, let's go next round.
So double dice.
Yep.
Okay.
Crap. I rolled a 6 on my 1 extra. Heck yeah.
How do you keep rolling a 6 on that 1 extra? It's like the 3rd time you've rolled a 6.
I got 18 total.
All right.
None.
That shouldn't be hard.
Got a 22.
Oh, dang.
She alone beats it.
6. I got 6.
Okay. I'm gonna try and.
I got this on the dice.
Come on, Thunderstruck. Nope. Double ones. So how much? How much did we get?
We got 28.
You
think.
win. All right.
Too close, man. Way too close.
All right. So yeah, this is pretty close. Let me just look over this real quick. Whenever a team member loses around a combat, a single team member's cliche is reduced. Any team member, leader included, may step forward and voluntarily suffer this loss. If so, the noble volunteer is reduced by twice the normal amount, either 2 dice or 6 depending. But team leader gets to roll twice as many dice as next attack. A temporary boost as the team avenges their heroic comrade. If no volunteer steps forward, the team leader must assign the undoubled hit to a team member, and there's no vengeance bonus. That's interesting. So if no one volunteers, you can still assign it to someone who helped.
That is interesting.
The team leader gets to decide who takes a hit. So
the enemy mech could choose his other mech.
Yeah.
That is Sadly enough, the correct strategic move to make.
To give up the mech?
Yeah, because it's one dice.
Yep.
That has to roll a 6, or it does nothing.
Yeah. So, tell me about your attack.
I shoot the pilot of one of the mechs.
Alright, there are people in those ones.
Yeah, there are people piloting this. Yeah, well, the main mech, as he charges attack, grabs the other mech by the arm and throws him as a human shield. And
Wonderful.
the second
Disgusting.
mech's pilot shoots down, and as he dies, he hits this big red detonator button on his console. And the mech has this little siren thing come out of the top of his head and starts flashing. Warning, self-destruct in 3, 2, and my last mech picks it up to throw it. All right, I get 8 dice. This is my last chance.
You don't get double dice on this.
Yeah, I do, because I sacrificed
No,
my.
you can't sacrifice when you just have 1 point left.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say that you can. It just means that they're dead now.
You can't step forward to take the sacrifice with the same guy twice, can you?
I see no reason why not.
Okay,
He's got high enough point in the skill.
I guess so.
You use
But
them as
you
a
can't-
human bond.
Why? How can he tank 2 damage with 1 hit point? I don't get it.
Well, it says that
It's just overkill, I guess.
It's just overkill, yeah.
It's like your mechanisms get wrecked, but the ruins of the mechanism still
Yeah.
take 1
You know
point
how they
before
said
go
that-
completely limp and useless.
You know how they said that you might take 6 dice damage if it was an inappropriate thing? Well, who's
Yeah.
going to have 6 dice usually?
That's true.
Yeah. Anyways, so here's my chance. I got one other chance to finally take you guys. To finally
Oh my
put you
goodness,
guys
should I
down.
just start rolling poetry and try and woo this thing, and if I roll a 6, then it does so much more?
Just
I don't think that's going
bureaucrat
to work.
and
No.
just start.
I gotta-
Just start critiquing its modifications it's made to itself.
No.
A decent
All right.
approach.
A
Be
decent
going
roll.
steady.
I got 25. I think I wounded everybody a bit, so nobody's got very many dice to use, right?
You just have to have someone step forward and take a sacrifice again, I guess.
I'll sacrifice
Alright, hold
again
on.
if we lose this.
Most of you down to like 1 fighting die.
So it
Good
damaged
time.
all of us just
No,
now?
I'm still
or-
using my 3.
Yeah, I'm still
I'm still
using
using
3.
3 from Morvet.
Oh right, you switched to another skill, yeah. All right, so what are you guys rolling?
I got an 11.
2 dice. So
I got a 6.
Got 17.
nothing.
Awesome. Okay, who's gonna take this giant blowing up metal cube?
I will,
I feel like I should.
No, it's bad.
with
It's always strategically bad.
my war vet experience, I'm just going to get up from where I've been sitting and just start just bull rush his arm so that when he goes to shoot, it doesn't hit her. But he's able to just bring it back around and just whack me on the shoulder as my pistol just sort of clatters off to the side or whatever you want it to do.
All right, he rushes into you, and instead of going forward, it gets thrown up at the ceiling, and it blows up, and shrapnel hits you in the back.
Mm.
Alright, so now we get double again.
You got 1 die in soldier, and 2
Okay.
die in mad
Mad science.
scientist. Your brain,
And bureaucrat.
your head hurts, and your body hurts. All right, and I'm down to 1 mech with 4 dice.
Come on, man.
All right, come on. Let's get 4 6s this time. Maybe I'll secure my victory that way.
Okay. So Fireball family
2 6s and a
cracks
5.
his shell or something.
Crap, I only got 11.
I got a 6.
Alright.
Oh man.
I'm going
already
to
like 2 or 3.
overkill.
I'm going to rip some. Look nearby me, just sort of reach into some electronic and just pull out some circuits, quickly wire it up so that electricity is flying everywhere, and I'm just going to throw it at it.
All right, the thing just gets shocked and starts bouncing around and dancing.
So I'm just gonna
Good
switch
job.
back over to bad science. And nothing. It does absolutely zero.
You should probably say that you start digging through the wires.
And I just
Find
don't
something to
find
shock it.
anything.
Yeah. And then roll. All right. So taking out a die. Good hit. I'm down to
That's
3. I still might turn around. Come on, triple sixes. All right. What'd you guys get?
Nothing.
Alright. I'm
gonna reach over
fireball.
for the ruins of my gun, and I'm just gonna try and quickly rework it so that I might be able to use the heat exhaust part as possibly an attack.
I got nothing.
I got 12.
Contrary to popular belief, exorbitant amounts of heat don't do anything to metal. Huh.
All right.
So is it an 11 and a 12?
Couldn't someone technically get inside of me and pilot me as their attack? Separate from mine?
I don't think that's
What
the
happened?
case.
You got a 11.
So I got an 8. So it sounds like you guys win.
Sweet.
Crap.
Now we're down to 2
What do you
dice.
do? What do you do to this poor soul mech? As y'all gang up on him.
I use my machine gun like a club and hit him in the head, try to break the glass and
Nice.
into the face.
All right. He's kind of backed up into a corner at this point.
The Union of the Soviet Socialist Republics.
You want to make another roll? I think we know where this is headed.
It's close,
Maybe
man.
good remote.
1-6.
All right. You beat it. This time you electrocute it.
Hmm.
I can just imagine like the pilot, just like the ejector seat, just like.
All right. He's dazed and he's standing on one die. The thing's just cracking sparks, and it's spinning around. And he rolls a 2.
I'm not even gonna bother helping at this point. I'm just gonna watch.
No matter what, I will roll a 3, so
Should see what
it's a
you roll.
13.
That's a good point. You're rolling 3 dice.
So what do you do to this poor mech?
Well, by now there's got to be
Pilot.
some. Oh, right, there's a pilot in there still.
Yeah, you're the only one with AI.
I think I
Okay,
killed
that's sad. I shoot the cockpit with a big explodey weapon I have.
Okay.
Overkill is overkill.
All right,
Yeah.
and the thing blows up.
Bloody.
Last moments,
To be
the missile
expected.
just digs into the cockpit right next to his head. And just looks over to it. Ah,
Well, that's sad.
All right. So it's just you guys. Everyone is pretty shot up and seriously physically wounded. But you guys won the fight.
if you want to go back to where you came from, well, you're not really gonna have much of a choice now that I'm thinking about it. Once this thing turns off, you'll be pulled back, won't you?
Yeah, and also once it turns off, it'll kill pretty much all of you guys because you're standing right next to it.
Perhaps, though, there is another issue that we could do.
Oh, she can hit the button. We can run away.
We Russians are not one to forget, no?
I suppose not.
What do you say we take over the remaining mechs that are here, and we send them back to the other side?
You're thinking of reprogramming all of them?
It shouldn't be too hard.
I mean, you just learned that computers existed an hour ago, but yeah, I trust you.
I am a very quick learner, what can I say? It'll take me
I
some
still
time.
say we go over to my tomb, find some vodka, and party with my bitches.
Not yet.
All right.
What do you say?
Let's have her hit the button while we run away, so that we don't.
Fine. But think of it this way. If we press the button now,
All of you
Then-
guys will die.
no, then the entire facility, including anything that might have remained of the teleporter, will be gone. At any time, the later date, they could, of course, bring back another portal somewhere else. We need to stop it by going back to their side. We can't stop it if it is off.
Oh, well, we can't go through because we're organic.
No.
That's why he said we should reprogram them.
Hey, take over the rest of the mechs and turn them
Or-
on the former mech.
You could wipe all of their minds and copy mine into theirs. And then there's like, I'm controlling all of them.
I cannot see how that could go badly.
So,
Putting exactly
If we're
one
talking-
AI conscience in an entire army. That seems fine.
the hive mentality? Yeah.
Especially, they'll all be dressing in fancier uniforms next time they come back.
I'm thinking
Well-
this because next time we don't have something to do in a session, I want to come back to this setting, play these guys again,
For now, we could just...
as we try and like take over like a larger mech or something like that.
Is there a way we could just wipe their minds and leave them as robots that can be controlled?
You mean remote control them from this side? Is that what you're proposing?
Yeah, something like
Part
that.
of it, but mostly I was saying get rid of their AI, but not their functionality.
Well, they don't have
Like
AI
making-
as the pilots.
They don't have
Yeah,
AI.
basically
They're
what she's saying is she wants to install her own personality in all the mechs.
Yeah, that was a bad idea, though. You have convinced me. So never mind.
All right, let's just
No.
shut it down. We can run out into the snow and hide, and Tanya can shut it down.
So we got 7732 hive mind. We've got
I'm with that plan.
running remote control robots to the other side and fighting through it like a video game. Or 3, 7732 pushes the button while everyone runs and takes cover. And you watch the whole building go up.
I think we vote for 3.
All right. Everyone, put in their vote. Because, you know, Soviet Russia is a democratic system. We all voted for Lenin. There's no other choice in the ballot. But we voted for him.
Oh, there's a chat. We can just put the number there.
Okay, so it's 1 if you want to do the hive mind. 2 if you want to remote control. And 3 if you just want to blow the place to game gun.
I regret
just-
the hive mind choice.
Alright, 5, 4. Narrator, you get a voice in this too. 5,
I do?
4,
Oh boy.
3,
Wait, hang on.
1.
Wow. Looks like there's a tiebreaker in order.
No,
I
there's this.
don't know what the numbers mean. Can we just say the names? So,
Okay, 1 is hive mind. 2 is remote
Chris wants a
control.
hive mind.
3.
Tanya wants remote control.
Oh my god.
3 is just blow it up. And
Right.
vodka and orgy is vodka and orgy.
It's perfectly split with a fourth unforeseen option.
Mm.
Do
Who
we-
are you having an orgy with? The mechs that you reprogrammed?
No, I mean, we did good. So
Oh,
let's
the-
go
Make a
find-
lot of corpses this
back to
round.
my lab.
This is interesting. I like how everyone has their own opinion on what to do.
All right.
I do believe we should engage in second round of, since Soviet Russia is smart enough not to use first past the post voting. So the one with the least amount gets voted off the ballot, and that will be decided by D4, since they are all equal.
A D4. That sounds good.
We
I
all
like that.
consecutively.
Roll a D4.
This sounds like. 1 second, let me roll bureaucracy to see if
And
it's
let us
precedent.
pray you don't roll a 4.
It's a 2. So remote
Aw.
controls out the window. Alright, everyone engage in second round of voting. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Wait,
1.
what?
Wait, which one was off the ballot?
2.
Oh, dang it. Okay.
You're gonna blow it up.
Narrator, do you want to step in?
There's no point in me voting.
They don't give you
Well,
vodka.
tie the system.
Point.
Force another revote. This time with D3.
Okay. So we run away and then blow, and then she hits some button, and then everything's happy.
Okay.
That's
Okay, so
assuming you guys survive.
all right, so you guys run for cover, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
And you run far away as you can from the building. Meanwhile, this wasn't exactly your first choice, but 7732, you're standing there, and there's a switch to turn off the machine. And you're gonna pull it?
I am. But first,
Are
I
you
put
sure
my
you could step
What?
through to the other side?
Hmm?
Are you sure?
I could step through, but that would leave these robots in their land, and I don't want to do that.
Okay, so you're gonna make the sacrifice.
Well,
Wait
it's
a
not
second.
necessarily a sacrifice.
Yeah, isn't she just going to be pulled to the portal?
All right, so you pull the switch.
Wait. No, you said wait a second.
Yeah? Yeah,
Chris?
you guys, but this is what your plan was.
I'm just going to jury rig a mad science device to just press the button after a period of time. That
What?
seems like a
You're
very
wait-
simple thing.
No, I'm going to press it
No,
anyway.
no, yeah, I'm ducking because I'm expecting her to push it. Never mind.
Yeah, it's
But
too late.
right
It's too
before-
late.
She's
But that
No,
was-
right
enough
before I
that
push the button.
She'll get
Right
sucked
before-
into where everything
what?
else.
What were you
She can
saying?
run away.
I didn't vote because my vote was going to be to use your mad scientist skill to build an automatic trigger. That's why I didn't vote. But I'm glad you thought of it too. So this is actually my favorite version because I think it's the most dramatic. This is actually what I would have voted for. Is number 3. I'm really glad you guys picked it because it's the coolest. So, is there anything you want to do before you pull the switch? You said you're going to do something.
Yes. I put my speakers on full blast and I shout thank you to all of them.
Aw, that's cute.
How is it
You hear
still
thank
so
you.
loud?
And then I pull the switch
Roar. You pull the switch
and try to jump through at the same time.
There's this rumble and the thing just like you guys are familiar with implosions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like an explosion reverse. The whole thing crinkles in on itself, and it's like there's a black hole opens up, and there's just a dark absence of light that's just sucking everything around it in, and you feel yourself thrown through it, and you find yourself thrown out onto the other side of the portal in this facility in the future. And there's all these stunned and confused scientists around you as trying to get the portal to work again. As stuff starts flying through it, all the shrapnel from the broken robot starts flying through and gutting and tearing holes in everything. And then you guys from the outside see as the walls and doors of the facility collapse inward and the whole thing starts to shake. You hear this screaming sound as from all directions these mechs bolting through the air like giant fireballs are streaming down, some of them coming up from the earth and flying up into this facility as everything gets sucked into this black hole and thrown out the other side violently.
Well, Tommy doesn't
this-
get stuck that violently. She just goes like 10 feet.
I just
Yeah.
like to imagine we're just like walking away with our backs
other
turned to
side
the
of-
facility, and there's just like because
The
like the
whole thing just
CSI, yeah,
Instead
just
of running
it's
away from
like 2
explosions,
octaves
you're running away
lower.
from an
So it's like,
implosion.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, 7732.
Mm-hmm.
The whole building you're in is coming down. You've been hit by so much shrapnel at this point. All the scientists are dead. The whole place is shaking, and it's about to collapse on you as more things just stream and come out. I want you to make a roll to see whether as this thing just self-destructs and stuff just is firing in all directions. If you manage to take cover and survive under the collapsed building.
Do I need to list what trade it's for, or?
I want you to use, what skill do you think you could use? I think it would be mech, right?
Yeah, it's the only applicable one.
So you're going to use your mech skill to be tough enough.
All right, and
to
I've only
not,
probably
not
got
die in this implosion.
2 dice now,
You can do
right?
Weekend Warrior, running from the cops.
How could you apply
That's worse than my
fashionista?
damage
How could you
go.
apply fashionista?
I couldn't.
Mind, if you succeed, it's multiple wounds.
Hmm?
If you succeed, it's extra. If it's an inappropriate skill, I'm thinking like
Oh,
Weekend
right,
Warrior
right, good
because like you're
point.
trying to like run and dodge from the police.
I was going
as
to say
they're-
10, but I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna say that you need to get higher than an 8 because you're a hero. Which is
I have
unlikely.
2 left in mech, right?
Yep.
So
You have
Okay,
2
I'll
dice
go for
left.
mech then.
This is rare, but you're gonna have to roll higher than an 8 in order
Got
to
a
not get
4.
crushed.
one and a 2.
Yeah. What? No, I only have 2 dice.
You do? But you had 3
Yeah.
in mech.
You said that I got damaged when I fell through the portal, didn't I?
No. You get 3 dice.
Oh, I have 1 more die. Okay.
Yeah. Good luck. You got 4. You need to get 4 more.
7.
Which is actually half. Oh.
Your character dies.
Oh,
You
wow.
manage to, as the thing's breaking down, you manage to pull yourself underneath something heavy and strong, and you just about made it. Your legs are broken, and something just flies at you, and you just get crushed and obliterated. We're gonna zoom out as the facility with all this research and the time machine was made is just absolutely ripped apart. And in the sky in the future, the clouds themselves are just torn apart as stuff is shot out all over the place into outer space.
That's pretty
There's
cool.
huge gouges in the earth and in the sky.
Did we
But
just start an apocalypse?
That's what the
we didn't
capitalist
start an
guy.
apocalypse, but you can rest assured that everyone involved in this adventure is long gone. You made a noble sacrifice.
The
Yeah.
glory of Mother Russia.
That just
And-
sounds like quite the mushroom cloud there, but
With time travel technology like this, even if anyone does survive, they'll be very hesitant to use it in the future. So
Hooray. That's what they
we're
get
gonna
for
leave it at that, guys. You succeeded. You stopped the terrible mecha menace.
that's
Might
sad. They'll
say
never know
it
how
would
to
have been
do it.
You made a friend.
wonderful in a future one if we were just all playing different versions of like different mechs with her personality in them.
Yeah, that
it
would be
would've been
really
fun
funny.
to come back to this at some point, but nah.
So, yeah. So that was fun. And let's talk about, I want to talk a little bit about Risus before we go.
I like this. It's simple and easy to pick up.
Yeah, it is
That's
simple and easy. It's fun. The battle system is interesting. We definitely got a good taste of that at the end. It actually, I was surprised with how well it worked. It had a lot of excitement involved as everyone was, making sacrifices so that way the team could win. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
I would have built my character differently and initiated more combats that weren't just fighting.
Yeah, I would say that the one thing I would say is it's clear to me that the biggest strength of this game is because it's so generic. You could do so many more interesting things than just fight. Like they said, dueling banjos, horse racing, arguments, and because this mission was, and this was everyone's idea, and it was a great story. It was because its mission was strictly to go down, beat a bunch of people up, and turn off a machine. There wasn't a chance for people to use a bunch of their ridiculous abilities.
Which
Yeah.
is, yeah.
I
So
didn't
the
use
one
it
thing
much, no.
I would say is in the future, when we have one of these games, our next Rises game should be less of a just beat 'em up focus. It should be more of a weird, bizarre, crazy.
No, I agree
Crazy trip or
completely.
something.
That was what I was thinking.
It'd be fun to have like Sims style game where we're all like I don't know, random people in a neighborhood or something.
Yeah. I love the improv scenario situation. I thought that was so much fun, and we should do that again next time.
Yeah, that was fun.
Where we all
Sorry,
just kind of meet apart. That was great.
What time are we going to meet next time is the question, right? Is the one thing we have to figure out before we end.
No. As Tanya said, she's getting her class schedule August 7th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a little bit of time before that, and once she has her schedule, then we can actually figure things out.
Okay.
So that'll be a big change. She doesn't know when she's going to get her classes.
Yeah.
So
I'm
we'll
almost
see.
definitely going to have evening classes, so yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
I'm stopping the broadcast.
Alrighty.
Night, guys.
All right.
Alright. Night.
Thank you for writing this.
Oh, thank you guys for joining me. I had so much fun.
It was wonderful.
All right. See you guys next week.
I'm glad you liked it too.
Yeah.
All right, see ya. Bye.
Bye.